A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Jerry of the Circus. For Jerry of the Circus.
Hello, Jerry. Why do you worry so much, eh? It is not that you are hungry.
Oh, hiya, Carmen. No, you see, I saw the flag was up, and so I just thought I'd drop around and say hello to everybody.
Oh, you grow up like my two brothers, always liking to kid. But listen, Jerry, I have good news.
You have? What is it?
I get another note on the same kind of paper.
No. And you call that good?
But this is different. This time the note says... But look, I'll show it to you.
Say, so that's it. Someone was only kidding you. I don't mind saying they had me fooled.
Yes, a joke is all right, but not when you make it so serious. I have not yet showed these to Carlos and Alfredo, but I think they not think it's so funny.
Well, I should say not. Especially kidding about putting acid on your wire. Or that you must leave the circus or something will happen to you.
I wish I know who do this. But I guess maybe something happened, so they have another heart, yes?
You mean a change of heart?
Yes.
You're probably right. I suspect there's something behind all this, though, and I have an idea about it, but as long as it's all right now, I guess I'd better keep my suspicions to myself.
Always like a detective, yes. You know, Jerry, I think when you grow up, if you get tired of the circus, you can be a great detective, eh?
I shouldn't wonder. Well, here's your note. Say, what did you do? Spill water on it?
How do you mean, water?
Oh, see where the ink is blotted?
No, it come like that.
Really? See, that's funny. Looks like someone was crying or something.
Oh, you see, you cannot help to think always of, how you say, clues.
I know, but it does look that way, doesn't it? All smudged and streaked.
Maybe it rained.
Well, it hasn't rained for a week.
Oh, you win, Jerry. Those are tears, I am sure.
Say, I wonder what Jason and Bunks are so happy about. Hey, what's the joke, Jason?
Jerry, just wait till you hear this. Oh, hello, Carmen.
Hello.
It's really a riot, isn't it, Bunks?
Yes, it is funny, but it's tragic, too.
How do you mean? Funny? Sad? What kind of a joke is this?
Oh, we're just trying to be mysterious, Carmen. But really, this is terribly funny.
Oh, hurry up. What happened?
Well, you all know the bearded lady.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, my dear friends, she is no more.
What?
What did you say?
Hey, what's this all about?
Oh, Jason, I'm ashamed of you talking like this, joking about
but what I say is the truth. Our dear friend, the bearded lady, is no longer the bearded lady.
Jason, what on earth are you talking about?
It's a long story, my friends, but to be brief and to the point, or shall I say, to cut it short, it seems that the bearded lady has been robbed.
Robbed? You say she is no longer the bearded lady, and you laugh, then you pretend to be sad? Jason, I don't understand you this evening.
All right, I'll put it this way. When is a bearded lady not a bearded lady?
Well, that's simple. Well, she hasn't got a beard.
Good boy. That's it.
What? Say, you don't mean that...
Yes, Jerry, that's it. She's lost her beard.
No. But how could she?
She no got her beard? Oh, the poor lady.
It was really tragic. And was she mad? She practically raised the roof, threatened to get even with whoever did it.
You mean to say she didn't cut it off herself?
What, do you think a woman who earns her living because she has a fine beard would deliberately cut it off herself?
Oh, no, that's what makes it seem so funny. Say, may I have some ketchup?
But how do such a thing happen?
Well, that's what nobody knows. She says she was asleep, and then suddenly she heard a noise, a click or something, and then her door slammed shut. And she got up in a hurry and happened to catch sight of herself in the mirror, and that's when she screamed.
Well, I've been with circuses all my life, and I've never heard of such a thing happening before.
Well, has she come into dinner yet?
No, and she won't. She said she'd never face any of us again.
Oh, what's she doing now, I wonder?
Oh, I don't know. But I got a hold of Randall, and he's talking to her.
Say, I'll bet Mr. Randall will be plenty upset.
Well, he certainly will be. She's not much good to him without a beard. She's not very good company when everything's all right. I can imagine she'll be impossible to get along with now.
But do you think Mr. Randall will keep her, Jason?
Your guess is as good as mine.
But who on earth could have cut off her beard?
Looks like you've got a new mystery, Jerry.
Good night.
What's the matter, Jerry?
Nothing. I just happened to think of something.
Good. Here comes Mr. Randall now. We can all get the dope.
Yeah. Well, good evening, Sam.
Hello, folks.
Hello.
No, I'm not going to sit down. I've got too much on my mind. Jerry, I'd like to talk to you.
Yes, of course, Mr. Randall.
I think we better go outside. Excuse us, folks.
Well, of course.
Sure.
Don't tell me you're going to miss your dessert, Jerry.
Looks like it. Tonight's ice cream night, too.
Hurry up, Jerry. I'm pretty busy.
Yes, Mr. Randall, I'm coming.
I wouldn't do this if it weren't pretty serious, Jerry.
Yes, sir. But I don't know what this is all about.
You will as soon as we're outside. There, now we can talk. This is between us, and there's no need for the rest of the circus folks to know all about it.
But what...
Jerry, do you know anything about what happened to the bearded lady?
Why, yes, sir. Jason was just telling us.
Oh, yes, of course. I suppose everyone will know about it in another hour. But do you know the rest of the story?
Why, no. What do you mean?
Jerry, did you have anything to do with this?
Well, Mr. Randall, what are you talking about?
You're sure you didn't do this thing as a joke or a prank?
Why, of course not.
Well, I'm certainly relieved to hear you say that, Jerry. And I want to believe you. But there's something about this thing that seems to involve you.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, needless to say, the bearded lady is pretty hysterical at the moment. However, while I was talking to her, I noticed a pair of scissors on the floor.
Oh.
You know about them?
Well,
What is this, Jerry? You do know something about this.
No, honest, I don't, Mr. Randall.
Well, you might as well tell me right now. After all, I recognize those scissors as the type that Clara uses. I've just come from talking to her.
Oh, you mean she told you she lent me some today?
Yeah. So, you see, I know all about that.
But, Mr. Randall, I didn't...
All right, Jerry. It's possible that it just happens those scissors are similar. You give me the pair you borrowed, and you'll be clear of all suspicion.
But, I can't right away. I'll get them for you, though.
All right, Jerry. I'll be waiting for you in my office wagon. But remember, I've got the pair of scissors that I found. And you'd better have another pair,
Or what, Mr. Randall?
Well, we'll worry about that when the time comes. But get over to my wagon as soon as you can, Jerry.
Yes, sir, I will.
No one will be happier than I to have you cleared of this thing.
Well, I'll be over as soon as I can, Mr. Randall. Bye.
So long, Jerry.
I wonder. Jerry. Oh, hello there, Major. Hey, what you doing hiding around the corner of the wagon? Golly, I'm sure glad you're here, though.
Well, to be frank, Jerry, when I saw you leave the dining room with Mr. Randall, I was pretty worried.
You? Gee whiz, you didn't do it.
I cannot tell a lie, Jerry. Yes, I cut off her beard.
But how could you? Gee, you'll get into a lot of trouble. Mr. Randall's awful man.
Yes, I know, but he must never know I did it. Nobody must.
But they're bound to find out.
Oh, but they mustn't. Why, if the bearded lady thought that I did it, she'd kill me. You know how excited she gets. She just doesn't know what she's doing.
But, Major, the scissors...
Imagine dropping them, and it woke her up. If it hadn't been for that...
But, Major, Mr. Randall has those scissors, and he knows Clara gave me some like it this afternoon, and he'll blame me.
No, he won't, Jerry.
But he will. He just told me to bring him the scissors, or he'd hold me responsible.
But you didn't do it.
Well, I know, but he'll think I did if I don't give him the scissors.
Oh, Jerry, I don't know what to say. I don't want to get you into trouble. And of course, you know I haven't the scissors.
What'll I do?
I don't know what you can do. I suppose you'll have to tell him everything. I can't have a boy blamed for something he hasn't done. And yet if that woman finds out that I'm to blame, well, I might just as well be dead. Hey, where are you going?
Over to the office wagon.
But what are you going to say to Mr. Randall?
Oh, I don't know yet.
I'll walk over with you. Goodness me, I wish I'd never been born, Jerry, to get my good friends into trouble.
Oh, don't worry, Major. I won't tell him you did it.
Yeah, but he'll know.
Well, how?
Well, when you tell him you got the scissors for me.
Well, I won't tell him.
You won't?
Well, no, of course not. Not if you're going to get into so much trouble.
Well, Jerry, you know why I did this, don't you?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, Jerry, I'll tell you. It was the bearded lady that sent those notes to Carmen, so I had to protect the Spanish senorita. So I had the bearded lady write a note.
Yeah, I saw it.
You did? Well, now Carmen won't worry anymore. And now I fixed the bearded lady, so she won't be around here anymore endangering people's lives. But she's no use to a circus without a beard. I meant to sacrifice her for the good of the circus. I didn't mean to get you into trouble.
It's all right, Major. Well, here we are. Guess I better go in and get it over with.
Well, good luck, Jerry. And be sure to let me know what happens.
Yeah, I will. Goodbye.
Bye.
Mr. Randall.
Come in, Jerry.
Mr. Randall.
Yes?
I haven't got the scissors after all.
Jerry.
I'm awful sorry.
Jerry, how could you do a thing like that?
Well,
Jerry, cutting off that beard was bad enough. It's much worse than a prank because it brings a lot of trouble to the innocent victim.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, of course, I can't use the bearded lady like that. I'm afraid I'll have to let her go.
Oh, no.
That's bad enough, but to have you lie to me...
Well, honest, I didn't, Mr. Randall.
To
I
have
didn't.
you lie to me is worse than to have had you do such a thoughtless and unkind thing.
Truly, I didn't lie to you, Mr. Randall. You must believe me.
Oh, then someone else is involved in this? Oh. So that's it. Yeah, I thought as much. I'm sorry, Jerry. I don't like to ask you to tell on another. But in this case, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to tell me who did this thing.
I can't, Mr. Randall.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but this time I'm afraid you'll have to tell me. I insist on knowing who used those scissors. You won't tell me?
You've been awful good to me, Mr. Randall, and I appreciate it, but... Well, this is just something I can't talk about.
Well, Jerry, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to have to take some pretty stiff medicine.
Yes, sir.
I'll have to tell Clara not to make up that costume for you.
Why?
Because I'm going to have to let someone else go into the ring with that elephant act.
Oh, Mr. Randall. Oh, no, please. I just can't tell you, but I just got to do that act with El Mundo. Well, I've been practicing and thinking about it so much, and
I'm sorry, Jerry.
And I'm good. Honest, I am. Carmen says so, and so does Olson. And, oh, gee, Mr. Randall, do something else to me, please, but let me work with El Mundo in the ring.
It's too bad, Jerry. I feel as bad about this as you do. But I can't have performers who don't consider the show above everything else. I don't like tattling any more than you do. But this case is a little different. And, well, I guess we'll just have to forget about you working that elephant in the ring.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
American.
Quality of product is essential to continuing success.
And Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
LSMFT, LSMFT, LSMFT.
Of course.
You said it.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So round, so firm, so fully packed. So free and easy on the draw.
In a cigarette, it's the tobacco that counts. For it takes fine tobacco to make a fine cigarette. And year after year, at auction after auction, the makers of Lucky Strike consistently select and buy that fine, that light, that naturally mild tobacco.
Fine, light, naturally mild tobacco. Yes, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And fine tobacco means real deep down smoking enjoyment for you. So smoke that smoke of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
American.
Program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, a few days ago, President Truman took the controls off meat, which, of course, included ham. And here he is, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. And, Don, how could you possibly introduce me, a suave, dynamic, sophisticated comedian, that way?
Well, Jack, I thought it was good.
Good. Think, Donzie, think. I mean, a little of you must be brain. You can't be all blubber. Concentrate.
Jack, I saw nothing wrong with the way Don introduced you. I thought it was timely.
I know, but it was so Fred Allenish. I mean, he always starts out on a topical thing and then beats it to death. I'll show you what I mean. Go ahead, Mary. You be Portland.
Oh, Jack.
No, Mary. Go ahead. I'll show you what I mean.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen.
Well, Portman, beware. What's new?
I see by the papers that President Truman took the controls off meat.
Yes, I know, Portland, and things certainly have happened fast. Controls were off meat on Monday, and on Tuesday, St. Louis slaughtered Boston.
Papa says he hasn't seen so much meat be controlled since Mama split her girdle.
You stopped after the wrong word.
I
you
know.
That's what I mean, Mary, and I don't want to catch anybody doing jokes like that on this program.
You're right, Jackson. The meat shortage is a serious thing.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, if people can't get meat, they'll take all of the grain and then start making foolish things like bread, and then there'll be a liquor shortage.
Liquor?
Yeah, that's the stuff that keeps you pickled in the middle with the ice bag on top. Oh, Harris, they ought to put a hole in your head so people can see what's going on in there.
You've got a hole in your head. Just pull the cork out. And cut out that silly stuff.
Oh, leave him alone, Jack. I think he's cute.
Well, I don't.
I do.
Well, Dennis, where did you come from?
That's what I asked my mother, but she said my father will explain it to me.
Dennis, sit down.
The state line ran right through the hospital.
I said sit down.
Oh, well, to each his own.
And now, to each his own. What's that?
I don't know. It gets laughs on other shows.
Well, I don't want laughs on this one. It spoils the mood.
And believe me, we just had 5 minutes of mood.
We have not. The people out there laughed as hard as they could. Just like it said on their tickets. Anyway, that's radio for you. You say to each his own, and it gets a big laugh. See, I remember when I was in vaudeville, and things weren't that easy. See, I used to have to go out there with sock material. When I had the audience where I wanted them, I sang 2 hot choruses of My Merry Oldsmobile and killed them. I used to look pretty good in those goggles and dusters. I was the biggest hit in showbiz.
Wait a minute, Jackson. How about Al Jolson?
What was so wonderful about Jolson? He used to come out on the stage and go through his act down on one knee. Some trick. I did my act on one knee long before Jolson ever thought of it.
He was singing. You were ducking.
He was singing. I was ducking. He was singing. I was ducking.
This is where to each his own fits.
Mary, if you keep making cracks like that, you're not going to come to my house for dinner tonight, and you'll be the only one missing.
What are we going to have, Jack?
Well, Oh, my goodness, I forgot to tell Rochester to dress the turkey and chill the wine.
Hey, Jackson, are we going to have wine?
Sauternly.
Oh, Betty, stand still for a while. They'll probably want to take pictures.
Oh, that was a good one.
In my Mary Oldsmobile.
What a car with my sweetheart. Mary. I told you if you... Oh, yes, I was going to call Rochester. Operator.
Say, Mabel, what is it, Gertrude? Mr. Benny's line is flashing. Oh, yeah, I wonder what little beaver wants now. I'll insert the plug and see. Hello?
Operator, will you please get me my home?
Just a minute, Mr. Benny. I'll try. Mabel, have you been listening to Mr. Benny's program this season? Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, South America can take him away. Why, Mabel Flapsaddle. How can you say that? I think Jack Benny is wonderful. Well, look, Gertrude, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's why they have a horse of another color. Yeah. You want to like Jack Benny? That's your prerogative. Like him? I'm crazy about him. Every time he says hello again, I'm lousy with goose pimples. Sometimes I don't smoothen out till Monday. Well, he just happens to affect you that way. Me, he doesn't send. Oh, Mabel. Mabel, you're just jealous because Mr. Benny went out with... Oh, gee, I promised not to tell. Oh, come on, Gertrude. I always tell you everything. Okay, you talked me into it. This summer I went out with Mr. Benny, and he made such love to me I almost fainted. Why, Gertrude, gear shift. No, honest, Mabel, it's the truth. He told me I had hair like spun silk, eyes like limpid pools, a complexion like rose petals, and ears like little seashells. Gee, what did he say about your teeth? Nothing. I would forget them on a night like that. I don't know, but every time you always...
Operator.
I'm sorry, but the phone at your house is busy.
Oh, well, try it again later, will you? Come on, Dennis, let's have your song again.
I
famous song sung by Dennis Day, and very good Dennis. And now, ladies and gentlemen...
Very good, Dennis. Very good, Dennis. You always say the same thing. Why don't you tell me I'm terrible sometimes?
All right. All right, you were terrible.
You're just mad because I sing good every week.
Oh, be quiet, will you? What do you want? And now, ladies and gentlemen... we really have a surprise for you. For our feature attraction tonight, we're going to do our version of that thrilling, spine-tingling mystery series, The Whistler. Wait a minute. Who are you?
I am the Whistler, and I walk by night. I influence the lives of innocent people, and sometimes I even drive them to murder.
Well, I'm certainly glad you dropped in, because tonight you can help me with the sketch we're going to do.
Jack, who are you talking to?
That man right there.
What man? I don't see anybody.
That man right there was whistling.
Whistling? I didn't hear anybody, Jackson.
Are you kids crazy? I'm telling you, there was a man standing right there at that microphone. Dennis, you saw him, didn't you?
Yeah. He was a kind of a mysterious-looking fellow with a brown suit, penetrating eyes, and a scowl on his face.
That's right. And what was he whistling?
To each his own.
He was not. It was the Whistler's theme song.
Oh, Jack, what's the matter with you? You didn't see anybody, and neither did Dennis.
Well, I thought I did. Maybe it's because I've got my mind all wrapped up in the play we're going to do. Now, Mary, in this... Excuse me a minute. Hello?
Oh, Mr. Benny, I've been trying to get you home, but your line is still busy.
Thank you, Gertrude. Keep trying, will you?
I will. And, Mr. Benny.
What is it, Gertrude?
Say it for me, will you?
Huh?
You know, say it once more, please.
Oh, I don't want to.
Oh, come on, please. Just once.
Oh, all right. Hello again. Darn it, she fainted again. Oh, Gertrude.
This is Mabel.
Oh, did Gertrude hurt herself?
No, luckily the goose pimples broke her fall.
Good. Gee, she faints all the time. This Christmas, I'll have to give her some smelling salts.
Yeah, then you can stop carrying that water pistol.
Yeah. Now, kids, in the play that we're going to do tonight, Mary's going...
Jack, before you go into the play, we have to do the commercial.
Oh, yes, Don. I'm glad you reminded me.
I have the quartet right here.
Well, all right, but they're going to have to do what I wrote. No more of that silly stuff. As long as I have to pay them $500 a week, I'm going to write their stuff myself. Now, look, boys. You're going to cut that out, too.
Jack, I know you're the boss, but if you think you can write better than Nelsie S.
Wait a minute,
and Nelsie S. music teacher, well, that's up to you.
Don, I'm the boss. You're the boss. The boss. What'd you say, Don? What?
Well, I said as long as you're the boss and you think that you can write as good as Nelson Eddy's music teacher, why, that's just up to you.
Don, I don't care what... Wait a minute. Nelson Eddy's music teacher?
Yes, he's been training the quartet all week, and Jack, you'll simply love what they've prepared.
Well, if a music teacher... Well, that sounds a little better, Don. Now we're getting someplace. Sit down, kids. This should be all right. Quiet, everybody. Go ahead, Don. Let's hear it.
Okay, ready, fellas? Give me that introduction.
Well.
LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Yes, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
Don. Wait a minute.
Light up an L. Light up an S.
Don, I'm the boss. Hi.
Sammy's little happy loves him.
Thank goodness.
Sammy's little happy loves him.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute!
Don, I want to... Have you gone entirely crazy? I mean, is this what they've been practicing all week?
But, Jack, that was shortening bread.
I don't care if it was apple pan dowdy. Get those guys out of here. Now, I've had enough of this. Come on, fellas. Out. And stay out. What a broad. What a program. All I have is trouble.
I'll bet it'll be just as bad on the repeat show, too.
Oh, quiet. Now, come on, kids. Let's get on with the play. Take it, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we now offer our version of that blood-curdling, thrilling murder mystery, The Whistler.
I am the Fiddler. Yes, I am the Fiddler. I play by night. They won't let me play in the daytime. I know many strange things. I influence the lives of innocent people. You don't believe me? Let me take you to the home of Mr. and Mrs. Park, Gwendolyn and Griffith. As we look in on them, it is morning and they are having breakfast. They are happy, but not for long. For I am the Fiddler.
Gosh, Gwendolyn, this looks like a wonderful breakfast.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, Griff, because I have a surprise for you. My mother's coming to live with us.
Oh, bully, that's wonderful.
See, they're happy. But I'll change that.
Gwendolyn, when is your dear, darling mother coming?
Tomorrow.
I'm glad you told me in time. Now I can buy her a present. I wonder what I should give her.
Why don't you give her a kick in the teeth?
No, Gwendolyn. Your father gave her that last year.
What did you say, dear?
I just answered your question.
But I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did.
You see? I've got them confused already.
Well, I better finish my breakfast.
Yes, here's a great big bowl of cereal. Wait, I'll pour the cream on it for you. You can take your fingers out of your ears now. They've stopped crackling. Now eat your cereal.
Okay. Gee, that was a stubborn little one, wasn't it?
It certainly was, darling.
Darling. Come on, hit her with something. I've got other homes to break up.
What did you say, Griffith?
I didn't say anything. My mouth was full of the breakfast of champions.
Oh, yes. That's why you're so strong and powerful and masculine and... Stop looking around. I'm talking to you.
Gee, thanks. Well, I better finish my breakfast and hurry to the office. Give me a couple of eggs, dear, and some bacon. About 12 slices of bacon.
Yes, dear.
Yes, I am the Fiddler. I know many strange things. I even know where they got the bacon. And now, Griffith is at his office, while his wife Gwen is at home waiting for her sweetheart, the Iceman. And now look down the path. The Iceman cometh. Yes, the Iceman cometh.
Won't you come up with me to Alabama? Let's go see my dear old...
Shut up! Now knock on the door.
She's waiting for you.
Hello, baby.
Hello, Kilroy. Come in.
Wait a minute. I got to get rid of this ice.
Just give me a kiss and I'll melt it for you. Come on.
Gee, I wonder what your husband would say if he caught you kissing me, his best friend.
Oh, I tell you, you're congratulating me on my birthday.
But you've told him that 28 times this year. Ain't he getting wise?
No, but he's getting mad buying me all those presents. Gee, Kilroy, you and I could be so happy together if it wasn't for my husband.
Ah, now you're on the right track. Well,
Go ahead. Why don't you kill your husband?
Kilroy, I just got an idea.
So did I.
Let's kill Griffith. It must be love. We said it together.
That's it. Now we're getting somewhere. Go ahead. Go ahead. Kill him.
Gwendolyn, I know just how to kill your husband. We'll take him down to the Union Station and throw him under the wheels of a passing train.
But at Union Station, all those people will see us.
So what? They'll think it's a stunt for truth or consequences.
Sure. You can get away with it. And you'll get a box of duds besides.
No, Kilroy, I have a better way. When he comes home, you hide in the closet. And when he hangs up his coat, you can strangle him. And no one will ever know.
No one will ever know. Except me. For I am the Fiddler. Now it's evening. The office is closed. And Griffith, the unsuspecting husband, is walking home without a care on his mind.
Gee, it'll be nice to get home to my loving wife, Gwendolyn. I feel sorry for her. She's alone all day.
Are you sure she's alone?
Yeah, of course. About twice a week, our best friend Kilroy drops in, but that's only on her birthday.
Her birthday?
Yeah, I'm three presents behind this month already. What's the matter with me? I'm acting silly, talking to myself.
Lots of men talk to themselves when their wives are in love with another man. And Kilroy was there.
She can't be in love with Kilroy. After all, when we were married, he was our best man.
Yes, and after the ceremony, your wife kissed him, remember?
But all brides kiss the best man after the wedding.
For 3.5 hours?
It was either that or take him on the honeymoon. Gee, what's wrong with me? The way I keep talking to myself. Anyway, I know that my wife doesn't see Kilroy anymore.
Oh, she doesn't, eh? Hurry home. You'll find them together.
All right, I'll go home and see for myself. Gee, I better be prepared. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You see what I mean? Here are 3 innocent people, and I have planted the seeds of suspicion and hate, which will soon grow into murder. Ain't I a stinker? Oh, well, to each his own.
Darling, you're home early.
Step aside, woman. I'm going to search this house. Aha! Look on the carpet. Footprints. Big footprints made by size 12 shoes. Darling, Why didn't you tell me? Your mother is here.
Her mother isn't here, you little fool. Those are Kilroy's footprints. Her mother wears size 14. Now, don't waste time. Ask her about Kilroy. Go on, ask her about Kilroy.
Huh? Oh, yes. Darling, was Joe here?
Not Joe, that was yesterday. It's Kilroy's day. And Wednesday is Bing's day. Now, come on, Griffiths, come on. You've got to get murdered. Go on, open that closet door.
No, I don't want to. I'm afraid.
Come on, don't waste time. Open that closet door.
No.
All right, then, I'll open it for you.
Now sit tight, folks. This is going to be gruesome. All right, Griffith. Prepare to meet your doom. I'm going to open that door now.
Oh, darn it, I've opened the wrong door.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chief hope of our enemies during the war was to divide the United States along racial and religious lines and thereby conquer us. Let's not spread prejudice any more than we would have spread enemy rumors during the recent conflict. Through our behavior, we encourage the respect of our children and make them better neighbors to all races and religions. Remind them that being good neighbors has helped make our country great and kept her free. Thank you.
The name of our quartet is the Sportsmen. Our telephone operators are played by Sarah Berner and B. Benaderet. Jack will be back in just a minute, but first here is my good friend, Mr. F.E. Boone.
59, American.
In a cigarette, it's the tobacco that counts. And Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Yes, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Mr. Harry R. King, independent tobacco buyer of Durham, North Carolina, has been in the tobacco business for 21 years. He said,
at auction after auction, I've seen the makers of Lucky Strike buy real fine tobacco. The kind of tobacco that smokes up smooth and mild. Yes, for a real smoke, I picked Lucky's. Smoked them myself for 18 years.
Quote, at auction after auction, I've seen the makers of Lucky Strike buy real fine tobacco. Unquote. Season after season, independent tobacco experts like Mr. King can see the makers of Lucky Strike consistently select and buy that fine, that light, that naturally mild tobacco. And this fine, light, naturally mild Lucky Strike tobacco means real deep-down smoking enjoyment for you.
LSMFT, LSMFT, LSMFT.
Yes, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So round, so firm, so fully packed. So free and easy on the draw.
The famous tobacco auctioneers heard on tonight's programmer, Mr. F.E. Boone of Lexington, Kentucky.
59, American.
And Mr. L.A. Speed Riggs of Goldsboro, North Carolina.
American.
Basil Risedale speaking for Lucky Strike, the cigarette of fine tobacco.
I am the Fiddler. Look, no hands.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Good health to all from Rexall. Yes, it's Sunday, time for the Bill Harris Alice Faye Show, presented by the makers of Rexall drug products and 10,000 independent Rexall family druggists.
Good evening. This is your Rexall family druggist, taking a little time from behind the prescription counter this Sunday evening to speak for all 10,000 of us. The 10,000 independent druggists who have added the word Rexall to our own store names. You can always tell us by the orange and blue Rexall sign on our windows. The sign means that we carry the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. They range all the way from aspirin to penicillin, and they're as fine and pure and dependable as science can make them. We independent druggists recommend them to our customers because we know you can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall.
from Rexall. And now your Rexall family druggist brings you the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. Written by Ray Singer and Dick Chevrolet, with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, Robert North, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Sharp and his music, yours truly, Bill Foreman, and starring Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Today is Mother's Day, and Phil doesn't have anything for Alice. He intended to buy her something very nice, but, well, let's go back 2 days. Alice and Phil are downtown shopping.
Hey, Alice, let's go home. I'm tired of looking in shop windows and walking up.
Phil, just look at that stunning two-piece French bathing suit.
Well, I'll look, but I ain't gonna... Ooh, la, la.
You like it?
Vive la France and cherchez ma femme.
All right, take it easy, Father. Simmer down. I just wanted to know how you liked it.
I think it's very seductive.
Then why don't you go in and buy it?
Yeah, maybe I'll... Nah, I'll stick to my Hawaiian trunks.
Phil, I thought you might buy it for... Well,
For who?
Oh, I might as well tell you. Sunday is Mother's Day, and it would make a wonderful gift.
Oh, don't be silly. My mother ain't the type for that.
Phil, I was suggesting that you buy it for me.
You? Now, wait a minute. I wouldn't let my wife wear one of them things.
Why not?
Well, it's too scanty. You're liable to catch cold in it. I'm just thinking of your health, dear. You need something warmer.
Well, then how about buying me that full-length mink coat we saw? That ought to keep me warm.
That'd keep you too warm. You'd only perspire and run a temperature.
There must be a healthy present he can buy me. Hey, Doc, how about a diamond bracelet?
Honey, diamond bracelets, fur coats. Take it easy. I don't have that kind of cabbage.
Well, if you're a little short, I'll help you out. I'll tell you what, Phil, I'll give you an advance on your allowance.
No, thank you. I have a stipend. Now, let me see. I got 20, 40, 60, 70.
Hey, Bud, could you spare $5 for a guy who needs a curly?
Hello, Frankie.
Oh, hello, Alice. I didn't recognize you.
Wait a minute, Remley. What's the idea of panhandling?
Please, I am not panhandling. I happen to be soliciting financial aid for a worthy people.
Who?
The INLGPNRs.
Oh, the Anilkapers. Fine race of people.
Frankie, who on earth are the INLGPNRs?
The Institute for Needy Left-Handed Guitar Players named Remley.
Oh, it's for you, huh? Alice, he's trying to raise money to pay his bookie. He owes him $134.
Curly, you're maligning me. Just trying to raise enough money to send my dear old mom a gift for Mother's Day.
Oh, that's sweet, Frankie. What are you going to send her, a shawl, a knitting bag, or...
No, I have a sentimental custom. I send her money, $1 for every year of her life.
Oh, now, Frankie, that's a wonderful idea, and I'll lend you the money. How old is your mother?
134. Plus interest.
So it is your bookie, huh? I was right the first time. Oh, Remley, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Forgetting your mother on Mother's Day.
I didn't forget her. I already sent her something. Did you get something for Alice?
No, but I'm going to right now. Look, Alice, you run along, and you go on home, and I'm going to stay downtown. I'm going to shop for your present.
All right, honey. See you later.
Okay. Hey, Remley. She's a sweet hunk of stuff, boy. Sure wish I knew what to get her.
Isn't there something she expressed a desire for?
Yeah, she liked that mink coat in the window there, but it cost $3,000.
Well, yeah, if you buy it in a swanky store like that, but not if you buy it wholesale.
Well, where can I get it wholesale?
What did you say?
I said, I don't know if I want you to answer this or not.
Why'd you try?
I said, where can I get it wholesale?
I happen to know a guy.
I know. See you later.
Oh, wait a minute. Come here, Curly. Look. I don't know this guy personally, but they say he's a reputable furrier. His name is I.J. Grogan. At least look at his furs if you don't like him. You don't have to buy him.
True. All right, I'll look. Come on, let's go. Hey, Remley. Is Grogan's place in this ritzy neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, it's just off this street. Come on, Curly, we turn right in here.
Okay, wait a minute. What are we going up this dark alley for?
Well, the store is out of the high rent district. Say, it's along here someplace.
Hey, Bud, you want to buy a fur coat?
Oh, here's Grogan's fur shop. Hey, now.
He has his fur shop right out here in the open?
Yeah, no overhead. Mr. Grogan, we're here to look at some mink coats.
Well, so you come to the right place. I got a couple hanging right here on the fence. Now, here's a beautiful pelt. I can let you have it for $500. Now, just feel this fur. Go ahead, stroke it.
Okay. Hey, this feels nice and soft and...
Sounds like a good mink.
Cut it out, will you? It ain't no mink, it's a cat.
In that case, I'll let you have it for $250.
Wait a minute. Frankie, let's get out of here. I've seen this guy in a cowboy hat selling radios all the time. I don't want to do no business up no alley. I want to go to a regular store.
Well, now, why don't you say so? Follow me into my shop. Careful, now you watch your step there. Nobody's ash cans here. That's it. Now, if you just crawl in here through this window. Here we are.
Here we are where? Here. Remley, how do you find these places?
I got contacts.
Now, gents, you wanted to buy a good fur coat. Is that right?
Yeah.
I got one right here.
Well, let me see it.
Okay. Wait till I turn the lights out.
Oh, I've come to the right place. What's the idea of turning the lights out?
It's for your own protection. This coat is so highly glazed, if I leave the lights on, it'll dazzle you. Now, just look at this fur.
Look at it. A guy's got to be an owl to buy a coat in this joint.
Stop horsing around. Shall I wrap this coat up, or do you want to wear it?
I wouldn't buy a coat in this gyp joint. Come on, Frankie. Hey, I'm sorry, Grogan. I changed my mind. I ain't going to buy my wife a fur. I'm going to buy her a diamond bracelet.
Diamond bracelet? You come to the right place. Here, step right behind this crate into our jewelry department. Now, wait till I turn the lights on.
Oh, this we get to see with the lights on.
Of course. I ain't ashamed of my jewelry. Now, here, just look at this piece here. Now, there's a bracelet any woman would be proud to own.
Hey, Curly, this is a beautiful hunk of jewelry.
Yeah. Looks like the real thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Grog, how much you want for this?
That's it. I can let you have it for as little as how much you got.
$200.
So. You drive a hard bargain, Bud. All right, get the cash out while I wrap this up. Would you like to have it gift wrapped?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll use this beautiful paper here. No, I better wrap it in something else. This is today's racing form, and I haven't read it yet. Have you got the 200?
Have I got it? I got the money right here in my hand. But wait a minute. Before I hand it over, are you sure that this is genuine?
Looks like good money to me.
I need a break.
Well, have it appraised. If they say it's worth less than $500, I'll give you your money back.
Fair enough, then. Say, tell me, Grogan, if this is worth $500, how can you afford to sell it to me for $200?
That's simple. I eliminate the middleman. Or any other man who happens to get in my way. It's a pleasure to do business with someone like you. What do you know? It's a 5 o'clock whistle already. Time to go home. I'll just take that 200. Thanks.
Wait a minute, Grogan. Frankie, why is he going down that trap door?
I guess he has an apartment under the store. Well, now that you got Alice's present, let's take it home and we'll see.
All right, you mugs, stay where you are and get your hands up. This is a law.
Well, if it ain't Seymour Subpoena in person.
Yeah, old Nick Nightstick himself.
You're under arrest for receiving stolen goods. Hand over that bracelet.
Beat it, will you, Bud? You're cluttering up the aisle. Go pound a beat someplace.
Curly. Can't talk that way to a cop.
Ah, what are you talking about? He ain't no cop. It's a racket. Grogan sells you the stuff, and this guy sticks you up and takes it back. He works with Grogan. He's a Confederate.
Curly, he can't be a Confederate.
Why not?
He's wearing a blue uniform.
Well, Mr. Bones, we finished with that menstrual routine last week.
Well, I just thought that I'd get a little yak in here.
All right, pick and pass. Let's see how funny you can be down at the station house.
Station house? Hey, Rebel, did he say station house?
Yeah, that must be the play.
All right, come on.
Now, wait a minute.
Come on.
Miss Harris, we called you down to headquarters because we have a mug here who claims to be your husband. Turnkey's bringing him in now.
Oh, he can't be my husband. Mr. Harris is downtown shopping. Oh, wait till I see this phony who's masquerading as my husband. I'll tell...
Hello, honey.
Oh, no. No.
Yes.
Okay, Alice, I'm glad you're here. Now you can tell these guys who...
Quiet, you. Mrs. Harris, is this man your husband?
Before I answer that, can it be used against me?
Honey, will you please tell the man who I am? I want to get out...
Sergeant, he is my husband.
Oh, my mistake.
His mistake, he says. Phil, how did you get into this?
Honey, I was buying you a Mother's Day present, and I didn't know the guy had stolen goods.
Miss Harris, if you'll vouch for these men, I'll let them go in your custody.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant. And now to show my appreciation, I'd like to do something for you. Here's a couple of tickets to my radio show.
Oh, Mr. Harris, you're so good to me. I'm on duty Sunday. I won't be able to go.
Oh, what a shame. I'd hate to have you miss my song, Sarge. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll sing it for you right now.
Curly, please, not in the police station. You'll get us arrested again.
Quiet, Remley. This one Alice does with me.
Oh.
Let's show him, honey.
I simply can't
But baby,
stay.
it's cold outside.
I've got to go
But
away.
baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Been hoping that you drop
so
in.
very warm.
I'll hold your hands there just like
My
I.
mother will start
Listen,
to worry.
Look what you hurry.
And father will be pacing the floor.
The fireplace roars.
So really I'd better
Beautiful,
scurry.
please don't hurry.
Well, maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I
The
pour.
neighbors may
But
think.
baby, it's bad out there.
Hey, what's in
No
the drink?
chance to be had out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no,
Mind
no,
if
sir.
I move
At
in
least
closer?
I'm gonna say that I
What's
tried.
the sense of hurting
I
my pride?
really can't
Oh, baby,
stay.
don't hold out.
Oh,
baby,
but
it's cold outside.
I I simply must
But
go.
baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
It's cold outside.
The welcome has
How
been
lucky that you dropped
so
in.
nice and warm.
Look out the window at that
My
storm.
sister will be suspicious.
Gosh, your lips look
My
delicious.
brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon the top of
My
the show.
maiden aunt's
Gosh,
mind
your
is
lips
vicious.
are delicious.
Well, maybe just a cigarette more.
Never such a bliss.
I've
before.
gotta get
But
home.
baby, you freeze out there.
Say, lend me a comb.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been
I
dressed.
thrill when you touch my
Oh,
hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to
There's
me?
bound to be talk
Think
tomorrow.
of my lifelong
At least
sorrow.
there will be plenty implied.
If you caught pneumonia,
I
then
really can't
get
say.
over that old doubt.
Ah,
Baby,
but it's
it's cold outside.
These people sing in the darndest places.
Phil, let's go home.
Oh, he can't go home yet. He has to get that $200 back from Grogan so he can buy your Mother's Day present.
Frankie's right.
I'd rather forget the present.
No. We won't have any trouble getting the money back. Come on, Curly. Grogan belongs to a very exclusive club. We'll find him there.
Okay, look, Alice, you go home and I'll call you right after I get my money back,
But,
huh?
Phil, please don't.
I want my money back. Hey, Frankie. This is a swanky club. Are you sure Grogan belongs to this?
Oh, yeah, he's a charter member. He must be around someplace. Oh, there he is. Hey, Grogan. Grogan. Hey, number 297341.
Calling me?
There he is.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's you guys. Well, Bud, how'd the little woman like the trinket?
She didn't say it. I got arrested for having stolen goods.
Arrested? Remley, I'll thank you to get this ex-con out of here. I don't do business with criminals.
I'm a criminal. You stole me a hot bracelet.
All right, come around tomorrow. I'll send you a fan to cool it off.
Now, wait a minute, Grogan. I want my money back, or I'm going to tell the police on you.
Oh, you big tattletale. That's it. If you want your money back, I'll give it to you. Come on in the dining room. I'll get it for you.
Yo 11, the winner.
Everybody, get in the field. Number 14, Black.
Get in the field, everybody. Get in. Come on now.
All right, you wait here. I'll get your money.
This is a nice big dining room. Look at all the tables.
Yeah. Wonder why everybody's standing at them tables. Must be buffet service.
Well, I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat.
Hey.
Let's go over to this table.
Yeah. Hey, look at it, really. Hey, this is a cute tablecloth. Green with numbers on it. Good idea.
And look at the nice, big, lazy Susan they got in the middle.
Yeah, but they ain't much food on it. All they got is one little white meatball spinning around.
Curly. Wow. That's a roulette wheel. This is a gambling joint.
No. So this is what they look like.
Heavens to Betsy, what a rude awakening.
Yeah, and we better get out of here. If we ever got caught in a spot...
Ow! Everybody stay where you are. This is a rape. Don't tonight. Everybody scatter.
Frankie. Now, it's dark. This is our chance to get away from here. Come on.
Come on, yeah, let's beat it.
Follow me and don't lose your head, Remley. I'll get you out of this.
Oh, I hope you can. I've never been so frightened in all my life.
Control yourself, will you, Frankie? Every time you get excited, your voice goes up too.
That ain't me, it's a dame.
Oh, that's all we need.
Oh, please help me get out.
Okay, lady, okay. Calm down. Just come right with us, right through this door. There.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness we made it. Nobody's here but the three of us.
And little me. Get your hands up.
look, it's Blue Boy again.
Homer handcuffed.
Oh, so it's you two, huh? You guys get around, don't you?
You ain't exactly a stay-at-home yourself. Now, officer, this time it's a mistake. You hear me?
Yeah, it always is.
Hey, Murph, can I get these people's names from my paper?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, no, a reporter. Now, look, Remley, whatever you do, don't give your right name. Tell him you're somebody else.
I'm Larkin of the Mirror. What's your name, bud?
My name? Julius Abruzio, Mac.
And what's your name, mister?
Phil Harris.
Frankie, what did you give him my name for?
You took the one I was going to use. Yours is the only other one I could think of.
So you're Phil Harris, huh? And who are you, Blondie? Are you with him?
Yes, I'm his wife.
Alice Faye?
No, look.
Oh, when the
Wait a
story
minute,
hits the streets, Faye and Harris
Wait a
want
minute,
the
Bud.
gambling raid. I'll have this on the stands in an hour.
Now, wait a minute. Come back here. That's not Alice, and I'm not me.
All right. Get moving, all of you. If we hurry, you can get your old cell back.
Gee, the story in the papers is horrible. Miss Faye in jail, caught in a gambling raid. I'd never have thunk it of her. I guess you can't tell a book by its cover. And such a beautiful cover. What a binding. I wonder who's here at the house taking care of the kids while she's incarcerated.
Oh, hello, Julius.
Miss Faye, you's has been sprung. What'd you shoot your way out?
What on earth are you talking about?
You're supposed to be in jail. It says here in the paper that Phil Harris and Alice Faye was arrested in a gambling raid.
A gambling raid? Oh, Julius,
You don't have to explain, soulmate. I don't care about your sordid past. I know your husband drug you into this.
Now, Julius, listen to me.
Let me take you away from that Fagin and his criminal existence.
Julius, please. Mr. Harris is in jail. What'll I do?
Leave him there! This is our opportunity, dream girl. Let's fly away to Hawaii.
Julius.
Blue Hawaii. Where the hookah, nooka, snookers go swimming by.
Oh, stop it. I have to go down and get him out. Oh, I'd love to teach him a lesson.
Then take me with you. I'm the best little teacher you can get.
Miss Harris, I'm sorry you had to come down to the station house again.
Oh, Alice, thank goodness you showed up. I've been trying to tell that sergeant that I'm innocent, and I want to get out of here.
If you show it on baby's face, the gang's mouthpiece will have you out in no time.
Alice.
What gang?
Don't tell me you never heard of the Harris Band. He's the leader of the toughest mob this side of Chicago. He's public enemy number one.
But
Oh, so you're the leader of a band of bad men, eh?
Well, it's not their fault. They just happen to be lousy musicians.
Now, wait a minute. Let's get this straight. You tell me, son. Is this Phil Harris the radio comedian, or is he public enemy number one?
Yes. If you don't believe me, listen to a show any Sunday.
Why, you little...
Stand back. Mrs. Harris, is this man your husband? Is he a crook? Is he a band leader, or is he nuts?
Yes. I mean, no. Sergeant, this man is my husband. He's not guilty of any crime, and if you release him in my custody, I'll be responsible.
Okay, but this time keep him out of trouble. Get out of here, Harris. And turnkey, throw that Remley character out, too.
Come along, Phil. And this time we're going right home.
No, we're not. We are not going home. I'm just storing up. We're not going till I get that money back from Grogan so I can buy you a Mother's Day present.
Phil, please stay away from that man.
I'm not going to stay away from
Please.
that man. He owes me that money, and this time I'm going to his house. Now, I'm not going to get in any trouble there. Remley knows where he lives. I'll go home, and I'll call you as soon as I get my $200 back.
Hello?
Hello, Alice. It's me.
Oh, thank goodness. Did you get the 200 from Grogan?
Yeah, I got it, and I went downtown and bought you a Mother's Day present with it.
Oh, Phil, I can't wait to see it. When will you be home?
Just a minute. Hey, Sarge, how long do you think I'll be here?
Phil, you're in jail again?
Yes, dear.
What for now?
Passing counterfeit money.
Alice and Phil will be back in just a moment. But first, here's your Rexall family druggist.
Recently, a customer asked me for an example of Rexall quality that she could see with her own eyes. I told her one example like that is the label on a Rexall drug product, and she came back with...
But every drug product has a label.
Yes, ma'am, that's true, but let's take a look at this Rexall label for a minute. See these 3 different sets of numbers? One here in this corner, one over here, and one up here?
Yes.
You've probably never noticed them before, but each one means that certain important steps in the preparation of this product have been carefully done and thoroughly checked. For instance, this one here is the product's code number and tells the tested formula by which it was compounded. This one here is the control number, which was assigned to the complete case history that has been kept on this product through every step of its manufacture.
And this one here?
That's the identification of the label itself. And it means that the label has been carefully checked for the proper directions and is the right one for this particular product.
And I've always looked on a label as just a piece of paper with the name of the product.
Well, ma'am, those pieces of paper are handled like currency in a bank. They're kept in a locked room until the labeling process begins. Then a certain amount is counted out very carefully, and after the labeling run, every one of them is again counted and checked against the number of bottles or packages labeled. Naturally, the two have to balance.
Well, that is evidence I can see for myself.
Yes, ma'am. Evidence of the painstaking care and accuracy that go into the preparation of all of the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. When you remember things like this, you understand why some 10,000 independent Rexall druggists tell you you can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall.
Good health to all from Rexall.
Alice, I'm sorry I didn't get you anything for Mother's Day. I didn't get my money back from Grogan and...
Oh, that's all right, Phil. You don't have to get me anything.
But I want to.
Well, if you insist, okay. But don't spend too much money. Get me something inexpensive.
Like what?
Well, I could use something to get around town in. How about a Cadillac convertible, darling? Or would you rather buy me a Lincoln Continental, sweetheart?
Take roller skates and call me Stinky.
This is Bill Foreman wishing good health to all from Rexall.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Herewith, Mr. Jack Benny in a highly unusual fantasy about an angel who was sent down from higher places to destroy the earth. A story which contains more than first meets the ear. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bentley finally got here. And tonight we present him with Mr. Claude Rains in, of all things, The Horn Blows at Midnight. This is the Ford Theater.
Welcome to a full hour of the finest dramatic entertainment with celebrated stars of Broadway and Hollywood. Presented by the Ford Motor Company, builder of Ford cars, Ford trucks and farm tractors, Lincoln and Mercury cars, including the new 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan, America's most distinctive fine car, unrivaled for superb performance and luxurious appointments. Now, to introduce this evening's program, here is the director of the Ford Theater, Fletcher Markle.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, all disputes, all threats, pleadings, persuasions, and all kidding aside, we're proud and pleased to welcome to the Ford Theater one of the great comedians of the world, Mr. Jack Benny. And co-starring with Mr. Benny in the long-heralded Horn Blows at Midnight, we're very happy to have with us one of the most accomplished actors of Broadway and Hollywood, Mr. Claude Rains. This is the second program, by the way, in our Festival of Smiles, which concludes next week with Mr. Bing Crosby. The theme of the Warner Brothers picture on which tonight's broadcast is based caused much comment when it was released some seasons ago. Being a fantasy having to do with the destruction of the Earth, the picture clearly raised a controversial issue. And we of the Ford Theater firmly believe that while a radio version of The Horn Blows at Midnight will not end any arguments, it will at least add zest to them. So come with us beyond the Earth's atmosphere, uncounted light years through space, to a place very high above us, the office of the Chief of the Small Planets, an important executive in the system of the universe. You'll be hearing Claude Rains as the Chief, with Mr. Benny as a minor angel named Nathaniel. And, of course, any similarity between these characters and any characters living is quite impossible. Mr. Benny, Mr. Rains and company, please to begin.
Horatio, I tell you, something has to be done about it. Here it is, 1949, and that dreadful little planet is worse off than it ever was. What's the name of it again?
Number 33974. It is called Earth.
Oh, yes, nasty little globe. It's always given me trouble, but now it's absolutely out of hand. 2 world wars, persecution, hatred everywhere. Greed, intolerance, bloodshed. I'm just about fed up.
What are you going to do, Chief?
I'm going to destroy it, Horatio. I'm going to wipe it off the face of the I'm going to destroy it.
Without any warning?
Well, the front office has warned them often enough. Quakes, floods, droughts, plagues, everything. But they pay no attention. Those Earth people aren't satisfied with making a mess of their own planet. Why, they're even working on rockets to get to the moon.
What do they want up there, Chief?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're overloaded with Ritz crackers, and they believe that stuff about the moon being made of green cheese. I'll buzz for Elizabeth, my secretary. I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Did you ring, Chief?
Yes, come in, Elizabeth. I want you to take down some notes. I'm destroying one of the smaller planets, and I want you to send copies to the recording angel.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
It won't make a hit with the recording department. They're swamped with work.
Oh, it's always something. What's their complaint?
Same old thing. Shortage of angel power. I'm drawing up a new personnel questionnaire.
Another one? More red tape. I never saw such incompetence, such inefficiency. You know, this place needs a few big businessmen to run things up here. We need them, and they better start letting them in. That's all I've got to say.
What planet are you destroying, Chief?
33974. It's called Earth.
Earth? Well, that was created rather hurriedly, as I remember.
Yes, it was a 6-day job. Practically slapped together. Well, I'm going to slap it apart.
How are you going to do it, Chief?
Well, usually our demolition expert descends, blows his horn, and poof.
Just poof?
Well, for some of the larger jobs, it's poof, poof. But this happens to be a one-poof planet. Anyway, our demolition expert is busy on another assignment, and I'll have to find someone else. Elizabeth, who would you suggest?
What about Nathaniel?
Nathaniel? That nincompoop? That blundering nitwit?
He's not a nincompoop, and he's not a nitwit either. And you shouldn't call him those names, Chief. Remember, he's an angel.
Some angel. I don't see how he ever got his wings. Elizabeth, what do you see in him anyway?
Well, he's sweet and kind and understanding, and he plays the trumpet beautifully.
That's right. He does play, doesn't he?
He's been 455th trumpet in the Ethereal Philharmonic Orchestra for over 300 years.
And he certainly ought to be able to blow the horn. Go fetch him, Elizabeth.
I will, Chief, immediately. He's rehearsing with the orchestra now.
Nathaniel, please. Once again, gentlemen, and all together this time.
Daniel, step up here, please.
Yes, Mr. Beethoven.
What is it, sir?
For 120 years I've been conducting this orchestra. And for 120 years you've been playing the wrong notes. Why? Tell me why.
Well, it's a hard number and it takes practice. I'm sure I'll get it if you'll just be patient a little while longer.
A little while longer?
Yeah, besides, what's the rush? We're not going anywhere.
What has that got to do with it? We've got 10,000 men in this orchestra, 9,999 musicians, and you.
Huh?
Why did you have to take up the trumpet? With lips like yours, you should be a glass blower.
A glass blower? Yeah, I tried that when I was on Earth. But one day, instead of blowing, I inhaled. Then I had to walk around with a sign on my back marked fragile.
Look, Nathaniel, I don't care what happened to you on Earth. I only care what happens to me up here. Now go back to your place, and please don't be flat.
But, Mr. Beethoven, the music says B flat, doesn't it?
That doesn't mean you should be flat. That means play B flat.
Oh, I wish I'd have known that 100 years ago. Could have saved so much trouble. All right, Mr. Beethoven, I promise you.
Nathaniel!
Huh? Oh, hello, Elizabeth.
I have wonderful news for you. The chief wants to see you.
The chief? Is there something wrong? What'd I do now?
Oh, Nathaniel, don't be silly. You couldn't do anything wrong.
Oh, no? You don't think so? Stay around and listen to him play the trumpet. It's better he should have the mute in his mouth.
I don't use a mute. I use a derby. Gee, Elizabeth, I'm so excited. Imagine the chief wanting to see me. How do I look?
Fine.
I'm so nervous. Is my halo on straight?
Oh, it's perfect. Now, come on. Don't keep him waiting.
All right. Will you excuse me, Mr. Beethoven?
With pleasure. All right, gentlemen. Now we can play.
Elizabeth, it's been so long since I've seen the chief. I won't know how to act.
Just be yourself, and don't let him frighten you. If he seems gruff, it's only because he's terribly busy, like all the other deputy chiefs. He has billions of small planets to look after.
I know. What a job that must be, keeping them in their own orbits. Well, we're almost there, and I'm so nervous.
Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Paul. Yeah, it's a beautiful horse Mr. Revere rides. I wonder why he still carries those two lanterns.
Nathaniel, you can ask him later. We haven't got time now. The chief is waiting.
Horatio, you may not realize it, but getting rid of the Earth will be a big help in balancing the budget. Think of all the rain and snow we'll save.
Yes, that is an item.
And don't forget the thunder and lightning that little planet uses up. Why, we'll cut our electric bills in half. And, by the way, Horatio, remind me to talk to Halley about his comet. There's no point to its traveling around the Earth anymore.
Yes, Chief. Oh, here comes Elizabeth with Nathaniel.
Yeah, about time. Let him in.
Here's Nathaniel, Chief.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't changed a bit. Oh, well. Nathaniel, how long have you been up here? 300 years, Chief. I'm from New Amsterdam, you know. What's your rank? Angel, junior grade, 3rd phalanx, 15th cohort. Still junior grade, eh? I don't know why I sent for you. Was it possibly about changing my rank, sir? No. I see no reason for demoting you. Thank you, Chief. I've been going over your record, and it's not too bad. It says here, deportment B, application B, virtue A, mentality. Well, this job doesn't require a genius anyway. You'll do. Do what, sir? Do what? Destroy planet number 33974. 33974? Why, that's Earth, my home planet. What will all those people do without it? Where will they live? Well, some of them will come up here, and some of them will go to the other place. We have no time for sentiment. But, Chief, why are you destroying the Earth? Why? Simply because there's been nothing but trouble there. Now that the Second World War is over, it's in a bigger mess than it ever was. No peace, no harmony, no cooperation. If they want to end civilization, I'll end it for them. Elizabeth?
Yes, Chief?
See to the Nathaniel wears his proper clothes for a visit to the Earth. You can attend to all that.
Yes, I will, Chief.
Gee, it'll be nice wearing buckled shoes and long stockings again. I still have good-looking legs, you know.
Nathaniel, men's styles have changed on Earth since you were there 300 years ago.
They have? Women's, too?
Oh, yes, many times. But now they have the new look, and they're right back to where they used to be.
Oh. Well, don't men wear long stockings anymore?
Oh, no. But don't worry, Nathaniel. Your knees will be covered. You'll wear long trousers.
Why can't I just wear my toga? I'm so used to it now.
Because, my dear Nathaniel, we don't want you to be conspicuous. You've got an important job to do.
Oh. Well, Chief, how do I go about destroying the Earth?
Horatio, hammer that horn.
Yes, Chief. Here you are, sir.
Now, Nathaniel, you simply blow 4 notes of the Judgment Day Overture on this horn, and that will be the end of the Earth.
Gee, it's the most beautiful trumpet I've ever seen.
It is not a trumpet.
Oh.
It's a very special kind of horn. Now listen carefully to these instructions. You'll proceed to New Amsterdam.
It's called New York now, Chief.
Oh, New York, then. Mercurius will arrange for your transportation. You will then check into the Waldorf Biltmore Hotel, and a few minutes before midnight, you will go to the roof.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is very important, Nathaniel. The horn must be blown at midnight sharp.
Yes, sir.
Remember, that means precisely 12. 11:59 won't do. 12:01 won't do. It must be 12 on the dot. Got that?
Yes, sir. I'll see that the horn blows at midnight. Leave it to me.
All right, now get going. If you do a good job, when you come back, you may find yourself an Angel Senior Grade.
Me, an Angel Senior Grade? That means a raise in my base pay. God.
But if you botch the job, you'll be back scrubbing clouds for the next 500 years.
Yeah, I hope not. My knees are still wet. But don't worry, Chief. I won't botch it. I'll make good.
That's the spirit. Now, are you ready to,
The interplanetary phone, Chief.
Department of Small Planets. Chief speaking.
This is the salvage department. Any instructions, Chief?
Yes. Stand by to pick up a load of scrap at midnight. That'll be all, Nathaniel. Are you sure you remember everything?
Don't worry, Chief. I won't forget a thing. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Come back here. You forgot the horn.
Oh, that's because I'm so excited. Well, goodbye, Chief.
Goodbye. Elizabeth, you stay with him until he leaves. See that he gets away in time.
Yes, Chief. Come along, Nathaniel. I'll walk you to the edge. I'm going to miss you, Nathaniel.
You are, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Well, I'll only be gone.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Oh, hello, Noah.
Going away?
Yes, but I'll be home tomorrow.
Well, when you get back, drop in. I'm having a little gathering in the Ark.
In the Ark?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good, good. Who's coming over?
Oh, just a few couples.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks very much. I'll see you later. Da-da-da-ding, da-da-da-ding. What are we talking about, Elizabeth?
I said that I was going to miss you.
Oh, well, I'll only be gone one night, and then I'll come back, and we can spend the next 100 years together. Just talking about my trip. Gee, these earth clothes are funny. What do you call this again?
That's a vest.
And is this a doublet?
No, that's a coat.
Oh. But what is this label? I wouldn't want to wear someone else's clothes. Who are Hart, Scheffner, and Mark?
Don't worry, Nathaniel. And by the way, I'd better give you some money. Here.
What are these? Guilders?
No, these are dollar bills.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't know about that. Gee, they feel nice and crispy.
And these are $5 bills.
Oh, I like these better. They feel even nicer and crispier. Look at the pictures on them. George is on one, and Abe is on the other.
Yes. Yes, you'll need them, Nathaniel. And now you'd better go.
I'm on my way, Elizabeth.
Nathaniel! Nathaniel!
Well, that's the chief.
Gosh, I hope he isn't calling me back.
Nathaniel, I'm glad I caught you before you left. There's one very important thing I forgot to tell you.
What is it, Chief?
Before you blow that horn, be sure to check with Petrillo. I don't want any trouble with him.
Oh, I will, Chief. I will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nathaniel.
Goodbye.
Watch that first step. It's a pip.
I will. I will. See you tomorrow.
You're listening to the Ford Theater, which tonight is bringing you Jack Benny, starring in The Horn Blows at Midnight with Claude Rains. A brief pause now before Act Two, and some timely hints on car values from Frank Martin.
There's an exciting time in store for many of you in the coming week that can make a world of difference in the pride and enjoyment you get out of motoring. That's the time which your Lincoln dealer invites you to spend behind the wheel of a new 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan America's most distinctive fine car. And in just a few miles, you'll discover why the Lincoln Cosmopolitan has no rival. You'll see at first glance that here is an automobile truly distinctive, exclusive in its styling, with lines and looks that lift it apart from every other car on the road. You'll recognize as you sink back into the soft foam rubber cushioned seats that no other car offers a more luxurious interior, more elegant interior refinements. You'll feel rich custom upholstery. You'll discover unhampered visibility through the huge one-piece windshield of curved safety glass that is almost 5 feet wide. You will whisk the windows up and down at the mere touch of a button. And as you drive this outstanding 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan, you'll discover performance that you have never before known in a fine car. For the great new Lincoln V-Type 8 engine is unsurpassed for dependability, economy, and efficiency. It's so powerfully smooth, so thrillingly quiet, so effortless in its range of acceleration. You can't believe it until you drive the new Lincoln Cosmopolitan. In all the world, there is no other fine car so beautifully new, so thoroughly owner-proven, so superbly engineered as this new 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan. Yet it costs very, very little more to own than an ordinary car. Take just a few minutes in the coming week, or even better, tomorrow, to accept your Lincoln dealer's invitation to meet this superb 1949 automobile, the new Lincoln Cosmopolitan. You know you're driving America's most distinctive fine car, and so does the rest of the world when you drive the new 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan. Now again, Fletcher Markle.
And here's the second act of The Horn Blows at Midnight, starring Jack Benny as Nathaniel with Claude Rains as the chief of the small planet. Now, Nathaniel, having arrived in New York City, is strolling down Broadway with the horn tucked under his arm. Since it was 300 years ago that he last saw this famous street, it's small wonder that he marvels at the changes.
So this is New York. I wonder why they changed the name. Look at that sign over there. Baseball today. Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. Well, I guess it does sound better than New Amsterdam Yankees. Gosh, this place certainly is built up. I wish Peter Stuyvesant could see it. How they laughed when we bought Manhattan Island for $24. I bet we could double our money now. My, what big buildings. I never saw so many horseless carriages. Look at those yellow ones. See, they go around the corner on 2 wheels. I wonder if they could...
Get back on the curb, you jerk! You wanted to kill?
No, thank you, not again. The records would be all mixed up.
Hey, mister, you better wait for the light to change before you cross the street.
Light? Light to change?
Sure. You must be a stranger. Ain't you never been in New York before?
Oh, yes. I come from New York, but I've been away for a long time.
Say, that's a good-looking trumpet you got there. Yeah. How about giving us a little bebop?
Bebop?
Yeah. It's that bebop or rebop.
Bebop? Is that music?
Is it? It's out of this world.
Well, that's where I've been, and I've never heard of it. Bebop-a-rebop, huh?
What band are you with?
Beethoven's Ethereal Melodians. It's a very fine orchestra. 10,000 pieces.
10,000? Gee, they must sound louder than Spike Jones.
Spike who?
Jones. Didn't you ever hear him play All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth?
No, but it sounds like a very interesting selection. I'll suggest it to Mr. Beethoven.
Beethoven, huh?
Yes, I play 455th trumpet. I've been playing it for nearly 300 years.
Hey, Johnny, this guy must be a little utzmade, like a fruitcake. What's your name, Methuselah?
No, but I know him very well. In fact, I went to his birthday party last month, and he had the biggest cake. Took us 2 weeks to blow out the candles.
Hey, Jerry, let's get out of here before the wagon backs up.
Yeah. Well, so long, Grandpa. Give my regards to Beethoven.
I will. Look at them run away. They were nice youngsters, though. You know, people aren't so bad down here. My, the streets are certainly crowded here in New York. Look at all those men and women going into that theater. Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Good old Bill. Wait till I tell him about this. He'll be so happy to know he's finally got a hit. Gee, look at all the saloons on this street. I wonder what kind of a drink television is. I don't remember it. What's that big bird doing up there in the sky? So noisy, too. Spelling out something. I.J. Fox. Must be a store up there. No, that would be impossible.
There he is, officer. That's him.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll handle him, kid. Hey, you there. You with the horn.
Huh? Were you speaking to me?
Yeah. Well, I understand you've been playing that trumpet you got there for the last 300 years.
Yes, sir. I'm with Beethoven's Ethereal Melodians.
Oh, you are, eh? Well, what's your name?
Nathaniel, 3rd Phalanx, 15th Cohort.
Uh-huh. And exactly how old are you?
355. Of course, I tell everyone up there that I'm 339. I'm really 355.
Oh, naughty, you're a bad boy.
Well, it's only a white lie. You know, I just can't get over how this town has changed, and the people, too. Where are the Indians?
In Cleveland. Yeah, Bob Hope's got 'em now.
Bob Hope?
Sure, the big radio comedian. Don't tell me you've never listened to Hope.
No, what did he say?
Now, would you mind if I ask you...
Look. I may be wrong, but I think that's the spot right there.
Huh?
The place where I was killed 300 years ago.
You were what?
I was killed here 300 years ago. I was run over by a cow. I really was. A hit-and-moo driver. You know, Mr. Beethoven gets mad when I tell jokes like that. But it was my own fault, you know. I shouldn't have been out so late.
Yes, well, look,
Nathaniel, 3rd Phalanx, 15th Cohort.
Yeah. Look, Nathaniel, when did they let you out?
A little while ago.
Well, you're going back, aren't you?
Oh, of course. I just have to blow a few notes on this horn tonight, and then I'll return immediately.
Oh. Well, why wait till tonight? Why not blow the horn now?
Oh, I couldn't do that. You see, the chief said it wouldn't work unless it was exactly midnight on the dot.
The chief said that, eh?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Well, I guess there's no harm in letting you run along. But you'll remember to go right home as soon as you blow the bugle.
Oh, yes, I will. I certainly will. Just as soon as I blew it, I will. Well, goodbye. I'll see you later.
Oh, no, you won't.
If you've been good, I will. Goodbye. My, what a nice man.
Step right inside the store here, folks. The auction is about to begin. Now, friends, I have here in my hand a timepiece that is acknowledged all over the civilized world as the finest example of watchmaking that human hands can create. Why, friends, just look at this watch. Look at the solid 14-karat gold-type case.
Gold-type case?
The jewel die, consisting of 24 genuine artificial diamonds. The real synthetic alligator strap fit for a king's wrist.
Gee.
Ah, you like it, don't you? Well, I don't blame you, friends. Now, who'll start the bidding at $300? Am I bid 300, 300. Who'll say 300? $1. $1. I'm bid $1. All right, who'll make it $1.50? Why, friends, the movement alone is worth that much. Who'll say $1.50? $1.50. $1.50. Can anyone say $1.50?
I can say $1.50. $1.50. See, I said it.
So, to the intelligent-looking man with the horn, for $1.50. Congratulations, sir. Here you are.
Thank you, sir.
My friend, you have a watch there that will last you 100 years.
100 years? What will I do with it after that? Oh, well, I'll think of something. I wonder where the Waldorf-Biltmore Hotel is. That's where I have to go. I better ask someone.
Watch me get your poipers here. Watch me read all about it.
I beg your pardon, but I'm...
A poiper? You want a poiper, mister?
Poiper? What's a poiper?
A paper.
No, thank you. But could you direct me to the Waldorf-Biltmore Hotel?
Oh, Sonny. It's 1 block down and 2 blocks to the right.
Thank you. I understand it's a lovely place.
At it best. I wouldn't live nowhere else.
Oh, then you live there?
Sure, I got the penthouse there. I just sell these papers for a hobby. My dad owns the 4-way code tablets.
Oh. Well, if you have the penthouse, we'll be neighbors. I'll see you over there. That is, if you get home before midnight. Well, thanks again. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I don't know where they come from, but I always get them. Poipers, get your poipers here. Poipers.
Da-da-da-ding. Da-da-da-ding. Yeah, it was nice of him to direct me to the hotel. The earth can't be so bad with people like him on it. I wonder if the chief isn't making a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I didn't say it, Chief. I was just thinking. It's just that it seems such a pity. I mean, there's so many nice people. I'll do it, Chief. Don't worry, I'll do it.
You see, Elizabeth, he's weakening already. I told you he was the wrong one to send.
But, Chief, he'll do it. He said he would. He's on his way to the hotel now.
I've got a good mind to recall him and send someone I can rely on.
Oh, please, Chief, don't do that. Nathaniel's all right. It's just that he has such a soft heart.
Well, I should have sent an older angel. Nathaniel was only 339. Anyway, that's what he says.
But, Chief...
How he got to look like that in only 339 years, I'll never know. I'm worried, Elizabeth.
Oh, why don't you wait and see? I'm sure everything will be all right.
Better be. If that horn doesn't blow at midnight, I'll drop him out of the phalanx.
So this is the Waldorf-Biltmore. My, what a beautiful hotel. Sure is crowded, too.
Paging Mr. Davis, Mr. Charles Davis. Paging Mr. Davis. Paging Mr. Caesar. Mr. Caesar, please.
I'll take it, boy. Is that for Julius?
No, sir. Irving.
Oh, I don't know him.
Paging Mr. Caesar. Mr. Irving Caesar.
Oh, fiddlesticks. I wanted to ask him how to get to the roof. So near midnight. I'll ask that man at the desk.
Boy, take this luggage up to 1023, huh? Oh, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Could you tell me how to get to the roof?
Why, yes, sir. You take that last elevator. It's an express.
Thank you. And, is that clock up there on the wall correct?
Yes, sir. It's exactly 10 minutes before midnight.
You're quite certain?
Oh, yes, sir. The sun rises and sets by that clock.
I'm afraid you've been misinformed, if you don't mind my saying so. See, the sun's movements are completely independent of this planet. However, I will accept the time as 11:51 p.m.
Thank you very much. I'm sure Western Union will be deeply grateful.
Oh, that's perfectly all right.
Are you stopping at the hotel, sir?
Yes, for a short time.
You staying overnight?
No, and neither are you. Well, goodbye.
Going up?
Yes, the roof, please. Yeah, it's a lovely elevator you have here.
When you've seen one, you've seen them all.
I suppose so. Is your name Otis?
Yeah, how'd you guess? Otis J. Elevator, that's me.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Nathaniel, 3rd Phalanx, 15th Cohort. Why, it's nice in here, so intimate and cozy.
It ain't so cozy when you have to stand in it all night long.
All night long?
Well, from 6 at night till 2 in the morning.
Really? And I have good news for you. Tonight you're getting off at 12.
Hey, that's funny. The chief didn't tell me anything about it.
Well, he told me.
Well, I hope you're right. Here's the roof, sir.
Thank you. Da-da-da-dee. Da-da-da-dee. Yeah, I wish I could get that right. Da-da-da-dee. What a beautiful sight up here on the roof. And all the stars are out tonight. There's Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus. Hello, Venus. Gee, she's pretty. Well, it's only 5 more minutes till midnight. Better get ready to blow the horn. Here's a good place to stand, right near the edge. I think I'll... What's that? Is someone there? Why, it's a girl, and she's crying. Don't cry, miss. Whatever it is that's troubling you will be over very soon.
It'll never be over. Never. Never.
Oh, yes, it will. In just a couple of minutes.
Please go away. Let me alone, can't you?
But I assure you, you have absolutely nothing to worry about.
He doesn't love me. He's sending me away. Well, I won't go back home. I won't.
You can't very well go back home if you're not alive.
Not alive. Yes, of course. That's the answer. The only answer. It's all clear now.
Well, I'm very happy to have been of service. Less than 2 minutes left.
I'll show him. I wonder what he'll say when I'm gone. Well, here goes. Goodbye, Andrew.
Wait, you mustn't jump.
Let me go.
No, you can't.
Why not? It was your idea.
But suicide is a mortal sin.
You let go of me.
Be patient, just a few more seconds.
No, I won't be talked out of it. Let me go.
You've got to listen to me now. There's very little time.
Hey, Peggy!
Andrew!
What? Who's this?
Oh, Peggy, darling. Hey, you get your hands off my girl.
Let go of me, mister. It's midnight. I've got to blow my horn.
I ought to jam it down your throat.
My horn?
Oh, let him go, Andrew. He didn't do anything.
Oh, Peggy, I've been such a fool. Can you ever forgive me? As soon as you left, I realized what a mistake I made. Oh, Peggy, I'll never let you go again, believe me.
Well, let go of me, then, and put your arms around her. Please, Andrew, it's midnight. I got to blow the horn.
Oh, Andrew, I'm so happy I could start crying all over again.
Look.
Not tonight, baby. We're going to celebrate. Come on.
Wait, give me back my horn.
Here you are, Bud. Catch.
Whoop! I missed it. It's falling all the way down the street. I won't have time to get it. What am I going to do? Now I'll never get to be an angel senior grade. What am I going to tell the chief? I couldn't help it, Chief. I couldn't help it. Give me another chance. Please, Chief, please. Just one more chance. I want to be a senior.
That's Act 2 of tonight's Ford Theater presentation of The Horn Blows at Midnight, starring Jack Benny with Claude Rains. Time out again very briefly, and Frank Martin speaking for the Ford Motor Company.
A gold medal is quite an impressive thing, particularly when it's awarded to the car chosen as the fashion car of the year. That gold medal has just been awarded to the 1949 Ford. Bearing out the judgment of millions of Americans, the Fashion Academy of New York, after examining all cars in all price ranges, picked the 1949 Ford as embodying all the essential qualities of good taste, modern design, and subtle harmony in line and color. Yes, the style experts have officially awarded the gold medal to the 1949 Ford for its beauty and advanced styling that set Ford apart in its field. And this recognition of Ford styling is not an accident. The 1949 Ford is the only completely newly designed car in its field. Ford engineers, designers, and stylists redesigned the Ford from roof to road, creating a completely new car to give you better, safer, easier driving. Truly modern motoring. And one basic part of that redesigning is Ford's new style, An advanced style that suits a truly advanced car. A style that expresses in steel and glass and chrome the power, comfort, safety, and solid roadability, the advanced performance of the new Ford. Back of every point of Ford styling, you'll find a good reason. More headroom, legroom, seat room, luggage room. More visibility, more safety, more comfort, more efficient performance. And above all, better, easier driving. The 1949 Ford, alone in its field, was completely redesigned to give you those things. And it does. The 1949 Ford is not just a remodeled pre-war car, but the most advanced car in its field, the truly modern, truly post-war car. You can tell how advanced 1949 Ford styling is by looking at a new Ford and then looking at other new cars of older style. But you won't know how truly advanced it is until you drive a 1949 Ford, until you take the wheel and feel the difference, feel the big difference that Ford's advanced design makes. Why not ask one of your friends to let you drive his new Ford, or see your friendly Ford dealer? When you drive a Ford, you'll feel different. Drive a Ford and feel the difference. The Ford Theater presentation of The Horn Blows at Midnight will be resumed after a brief pause for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Fletcher Markle again, and now for the third act of The Horn Blows at Midnight, starring Jack Benny as Nathaniel and Claude Rains as the Chief.
Elizabeth, of all the angels who could have done the job, you had to recommend Nathaniel.
But, Chief, it wasn't his fault. Nathaniel was only trying to stop that poor girl from committing suicide. A mortal sin.
Well, that wasn't his job. He should have obeyed orders. There are too many people down there committing mortal sins. That's why Earth has to be destroyed.
Please, Chief, give Nathaniel another chance. After all, you've only lost one day.
I know, but Nathaniel has botched up every assignment I ever gave him. Remember 2 months ago when I put him in the weather department? All he had to do was to see that the clouds went in the right direction, and what happened? He got the elements so mixed up it snowed in California. Nathaniel, bah!
No, but, Chief, that was an accident. After all, he was new on the job, and he just didn't know.
Imagine snow in California. He knows very well it's not even supposed to rain there. That's where we keep our smog. No, Elizabeth, I have no alternative. Nathaniel must be recalled.
Chief, if you recall Nathaniel now, you'll destroy all his confidence. He tried so hard to make good. He was so happy at the chance to become an angel, senior grade. If you take that chance away from him, you'll break his spirit. And that's all he's got left. Oh, please, Chief, be just a little more patient with him, won't you?
Elizabeth, I don't know why I let you talk me into these things, but you always do.
Then you'll give Nathaniel another chance? Oh, thank you, Chief, thank you. You're so good and kind, and he'll be so grateful.
Well, you better blow that horn at midnight tonight, or else, and that's my last word, else. I'll thunder him his directions.
It certainly was nice of the chief to give me another chance. Lucky this horn didn't break when it hit the street. I'll just have to make good tonight. Let's see, there's still a little time before midnight. Guess I'll sit here in the lobby for a while. Certainly is a busy hotel.
Paging Mr. Caesar, Mr. Irving Caesar, please.
Same one he paged yesterday. I'll have to ask Julius if he has any relatives down here. Julius is so nice. I think Brutus was definitely out of line. Well, I got about 15 minutes yet. Yeah, I hope nothing goes wrong this time.
Pardon me. May I sit down here?
Oh, why, certainly. Certainly, there's plenty of room.
Oh, thank you.
Whoops. Wait till I remove the horn. There you are.
Thank you. Isn't this a beautiful hotel?
Yes, it is.
I had such a busy day. And you know, in about an hour, the limousine is coming back for me, and I have to go to a midnight supper at the Stork Club.
Really?
Yes, and then I'll have to go home and get some rest because tomorrow I have so much more to do. I'm going to Saks Fifth Avenue and buy a complete wardrobe for my trip to Honolulu.
Oh, you're going to Honolulu?
Oh, yes, I have to go. You see, I hit the giant jackpot on Sing It Again, and I've been traveling ever since.
I don't understand.
And not only that, they painted my house inside and out, and it looks so strange now.
Oh.
I loved it the way it was.
Well, look, lady.
I'm Mrs. Watson.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Watson? My name is Nathaniel.
Nathaniel?
Third phalanx, 15th cohort.
Oh, I've never been there.
Oh, no, it isn't a place.
Paging Jack Benny. Mr. Jack Benny, please. Paging Jack Benny.
Mrs. Watson, what I meant to say...
wait a minute. Did you hear that?
What?
They're paging Jack Benny.
Jack Benny?
Yes. Haven't you ever heard him on the radio?
Well, no.
I hope he's living in this hotel. I might see him. He's simply wonderful. I listen to him every Sunday, even though I can't win anything.
Oh, well, what does this...
You know the thing I like about him?
What?
He pretends to be stingy and cheap, and I'm sure he's not that way at all.
He isn't?
No, I can tell just by listening to him that he's the sweetest, kindest, and the most generous man in the whole world.
Oh. Well, it's nice to know there are people like that.
And you want to know something? I almost met him a year ago.
You did?
Yes, I guessed he was the walking man, but they never called me on the phone.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I better wait out in front of the hotel now. The limousine will be coming any minute.
The limousine?
Yes, Governor Dewey is the one who has to take me to the Stork Club. That's part of the jackpot.
Well, goodbye, Mrs. Watson. It was nice talking to you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Phalanx.
No. It's Nathaniel. Daniel, third phalanx, 15th cohort. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, now, that was the sweetest old... Oh, my goodness. That nice old lady thinks she's going to Honolulu tomorrow. And I have to... Oh, no.
Look, Elizabeth, look. Nathaniel is weakening. Who cares whether anybody goes to Honolulu or not?
He cares, Chief. He worries about everything. That's why he's so...
Stupid? That's what he is, stupid. I still say we sent the wrong angel.
No, you didn't, Chief. He still has time. He'll go through with it.
Then what's he sitting there for? Why doesn't he go up on the roof and get ready? Look what he's doing down there now, biting his nails.
Well, he's nervous.
Nervous about what? Destroying one of our smallest planets? It's ridiculous.
Well, warn him again, Chief, so he'll know it's almost midnight.
All right. I'll send him another thundergram.
Yes, Chief, I know. Well, I still got about 7 minutes. Gee, I hope nothing goes wrong this time.
Hello, monsieur.
Huh? Oh, hello, little girl.
Hello.
Are you lost?
No, monsieur, I am not lost.
Oh, I thought the way you were looking at me, you wanted to ask me something.
No. You just seem so sad, sitting here all by yourself.
I am sad.
Why, monsieur?
Because it's something I have to do at midnight. I'm worried about it.
Well, you mustn't worry. My mother told me, even when we were in the camp, not to be sad, because someday everything would be all right.
The camp? You were in...
A prison camp, monsieur, back in France.
Oh, I see. Did you do something wrong?
No, monsieur.
Well,
Would you like a piece of my candy bar, monsieur?
No, thank you. Although I Haven't had a bite since I came down here, except my nails.
Then please take a bite of this chocolate bar.
Well, thanks. What's your name?
Angelique.
Angelique? That means little angel in French.
Oui, monsieur.
You know, I'm an angel, too. I'm a big angel.
You are? What's your name?
Nathaniel, 3rd Phalanx, 15th Cohort. What's your cohort?
I don't know. Je ne comprends pas.
Oh, then you haven't been in this country long?
No. We just came on the boat this morning from France.
Oh, and did you say you were in a prison camp?
Yes, me and my mama. For 3 whole years. Then the Americans came and got us out.
Oh. Well, where's your mommy and your daddy?
Well, my mama is right over there. But I don't know where my daddy is. He used to be a soldier.
Oh. Oh, well, Angelique, how is it that you speak English so well?
Mama has been teaching me a long time. 3 whole years.
3 years? I suppose that is quite a long time for a mortal. Especially such a small mortal. And you don't know where your father is?
No, monsieur. But Mama said he was the most wonderful man in the world. And we're all going to be together again someday. Angelique? Angelique, it's me, Mama. Here I am.
Oh, I was worried when I did not see you.
Oh, she's quite all right. We were just sitting here talking.
He is a very nice man, Mama.
Angelique, were you annoying this gentleman?
Oh, no, not at all. We had such a nice chat. And Angelique was telling me what a wonderful man her father is, and you're all going to be together again. Is he in New York?
No, monsieur. Angelique would not understand, but he was a great hero.
Oh, I see. And you just arrived from France this morning?
Yes. Tonight we are going to take the train to Chicago. We are going to live with relatives there. I have not seen them for over 10 years, but they have asked us to come to them.
Well, that will be nice. Then your little girl can grow up in a good home like... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. What am I saying?
You look sad again.
Yes, I just remembered something.
Mama, can I have another piece of candy?
Angelique, I just gave you a whole bar.
I know, but I offered to share it with this man, and he ate the whole thing.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just meant to take a bite.
Well, here's the money. You can buy another bar right over there.
Thank you, Mama.
You know, monsieur, Angelique does not know that her father is dead.
Yes, I realize that.
She's too young to understand. You see, she was just an infant when he was killed. Monsieur, you don't think there can be another war, do you?
Well, not if I... No, I don't think so.
Another war would mean the end of everything. There is not a country in the world that could go through it again. Not the way they fight wars now. People would just destroy each other.
They would?
Oh, yes, monsieur, yes. And yet it seems very simple for a lot of people to forget about the time of war. They do not want to remember. But we must remember, monsieur. All of us. And take care, or we will die for it. Now it is time for people to get to know each other. Now it is time for people to come together in the world.
But there's very little time left, you see.
I know, monsieur.
Oh. You do?
Of course. If we do not change ourselves soon, it will be too late. Though the war is over, there is much still not settled. It may take 5 years or even 10 years before we find the answer to real happiness and understanding. But we will find it, monsieur. We must now reach out to each other and find out about each other. By coming here, Angelique and I have a chance to do that. And we are grateful. We must find peace with each other, monsieur, or we are lost.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. But you see...
Mama, I have another candy bar. Would you like to share it with me, monsieur?
No, thank you. I've had enough.
Well, come on, Angelique. We must go. Goodbye, monsieur. Monsieur...
Nathaniel, 3rd Phalanx, 15th Cohort. Goodbye, Angelique.
Goodbye, monsieur. Goodbye.
What a cute little girl. Spent 3 years of her life in a prison camp. Well, it's getting near midnight. Better take the elevator up to the roof.
Going up, sir?
Yes, the roof, please.
Well, here's the roof, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Well, it's almost midnight. I'm sure glad it's a nice night. It's the last one. Keep thinking about that little girl, Angelique, and her mother. They seem so nice. All they want is a chance to live together in peace. Maybe most people are good. Maybe the war has been a lesson. If that's true, then the Earth shouldn't be destroyed. Chief, do you think that I ought to go... But, Chief, you heard what she said, that little girl's mother. They've never had a chance before. Let them have it now while they... But, Chief, look, there must be millions of others just like them who need time to get to know each other. We have such hopes for the future. This is what Angelique's father gave his life for, to give other people a chance. And now you want to take it away from him. Chief, let's wait a while. Look, Chief, look. Now, suppose all these people down here don't get together. Suppose there is another war. Then the whole world will destroy itself. They'll blow the Earth to pieces. And then remember, Chief, that would take the responsibility off your shoulders. You won't be to blame. See? See what I mean, Chief? You've waited this long, thousands and thousands of years. What harm is there waiting a little longer? Give them a chance. Maybe they'll get to work and live together in peace. Everything will straighten itself out, and it'll be the way you want it to be. What was that, Chief? Oh. Then I won't have to blow the horn? I'm glad you changed your mind. Well, I'd like to come back now, Chief. I'd like to see you and Elizabeth and Horatio, and I'd even like to see Mr. Beethoven, too, even though he does holler at me all the time. From now on, I'm going to practice real hard and make him proud of me. Thanks, Chief. I'll leave right now.
Going down, mister?
Yeah?
Going down?
No, thank you. Up.
From the Ford Theater in Hollywood, you have just heard Mr. Jack Benny starring in The Horn Blows at Midnight. Tonight's version for listening was prepared by Hugh Wedlock and Howard Snyder, and the original musical score was composed and conducted by Cy Feuer. The Ford Theater, a full hour of dramatic entertainment, is brought to you every Friday by the Ford Motor Company, builder of Lincoln and Mercury cars, Ford trucks and farm tractors, and the new 1949 Ford car, officially chosen as the fashion car of the year. It's Ford for the new look in styling, and it's Ford for the new feel in driving. Drive a Ford and feel the difference. Now again, Mr. Markle.
May a director identify the principals in our cast tonight? In the foreground,
the chief
was played, of course, by Mr. Claude Rains, who will soon be seen in the Hal Wallace production, Rope of Sand.
Elizabeth?
Was played by Mercedes McCambridge.
Angelique.
Was Anne Whitfield.
Angelique's mother.
Was played by Jeanette Nolan.
Mrs. Watson.
Was Jane Morgan.
Mr. Beethoven.
Was Hans Conried.
Jerry and Johnny.
Were played by Jerry Farber and Johnny McGovern. Actively assisting were Paul McVeigh, Miriam Wolfe, Eddie Marr, Joseph Kearns, Jay Novello, Julian Upton, Sidney Miller, Herb Vigran, Byron Kane, and Shirley Mitchell. Anybody else?
Yes, Nathaniel.
Was played by Jack Benny. Jack, I've got a confession to make.
What is it, Fletcher?
After all the kidding we did on your program about the horn blows at midnight, I have to admit now that I never saw the picture.
You didn't?
I just couldn't bring myself to walk into the theater.
Why?
It's a complex I have, Jack, the fear of being alone.
Oh. Well, anyway, Fletcher, I want to tell you it was really nice doing this show for you tonight, and I promise you one thing. If I ever make another bad picture, you can have first crack at it.
Thank you, Jack. And by the way, just one more question before I give you your check.
Oh, the check. Yes. It slipped my mind.
Get your hand out of my pocket.
Oh. Yes, excuse me. What is it you wanted to ask me, Fletcher?
Well, you always kid so much about your age. Tell me, Jack, and be on the level this time. How old are you, really?
Fletcher, I'm 39. So long, Fletcher.
Goodbye, Jack, and see you again. You'll be listening to your regular program on CBS this coming Sunday night, and Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman will be your guests. Now it's for next week. Next week on the Ford Theater, we're going to have a story with music. Our star is Mr. Bing Crosby, and our story is one of his most recent films, Welcome Stranger. It's a pleasant portrait of a young doctor who goes to a small New England town so that the local physician can take his first vacation and then suddenly find himself an unwelcome stranger. We're very happy to have with Mr. Crosby Mr. Barry Fitzgerald playing his original role, and we'll be welcoming back Miss Ann Blythe for a return visit. We hope you'll be with us. And now until next week, until Bing Crosby, Ann Blythe, and Barry Fitzgerald in Welcome Stranger, this is Fletcher Markle with a good night and thank you from all of us in the Ford Theater.
The Horn Blows at Midnight was presented through the courtesy of Warner Brothers, producers of the Academy-nominated Johnny Belinda, starring Jane Wyman and Lou Ayres. The Ford Motor Company invites you to join us again next week at this hour to hear Bing Crosby, Barry Fitzgerald, and Ann Blythe starring in Welcome Stranger. This is Frank Martin speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Ladies, this summer at Beach or Mountains, you'll wear the new off-the-shoulder fashions that expose more skin. You'll want to be a bare-skin beauty, beautiful all over. So use big, thrifty bath-size Palmolive soap in tub and shower. See if regular cleansing with Palmolive doesn't make your skin softer, smoother, lovelier. Because it gives you Palmolive's famous complexion care all over. Get bath-size Palmolive soap today. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Day. Dennis Day is brought to you by Colgate Dental Cream and Luster Cream Shampoo. Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth. Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous dream girl hair. Heller, B. Benaderet, Dink Trout, Charles Dant in the orchestra, and yours truly, Vern Smith, is written by Frank Galen and stars our popular young singer in A Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Dennis to sing the new Irving Berlin tune, A Feller with an Umbrella.
I'm just a fella with an umbrella, looking for a girl who'll save her love for a rainy day. I'm just a fella, glad to see the skies of blue have turned into skies of gray. Raindrops have brought us together, and that's what I long to see. Maybe the break in the weather will prove to be a break for me. So I'll be the fella with an umbrella. If you'll be the girl who's safe for a rainy day. Raindrops have brought us together, and that's what I long to see. Maybe the break in the weather will prove to be a break for me. So I'll be the fella with an umbrella. If you'll be the girl who's safe for a rainy day.
Colgate Dental Cream cleans your breath while it cleans your teeth. No other toothpaste does a better job of cleaning teeth than Colgate Dental Cream. For Colgate Dental Cream has a safe polishing agent that cleans your teeth both gently and thoroughly, brings out their natural sparkle and beauty. You can actually see and feel the difference. And scientific tests prove that Colgate Dental Cream cleans your breath while it cleans your teeth. Yes, actual scientific tests prove conclusively that in 7 out of 10 cases, Colgate instantly stops unpleasing breath that originates in the mouth. Colgate Dental Cream is famous for its wonderful wake-up flavor, too. Nationwide tests of leading toothpastes prove that Colgate's is preferred for flavor over every other brand tested. Yes, preferred over every other brand tested. And no wonder. For Colgate Dental Cream is the result of constant effort to produce the finest toothpaste in the world today. For cleaning teeth, for flavor, for sweetening breath. So see if you don't agree with the millions who have made Colgate Dental Cream America's favorite toothpaste. Try Colgate Dental Cream to bring out the natural sparkle and beauty of your teeth. For a wake-up flavor you'll thoroughly enjoy. And always use Colgate Dental Cream after you eat and before every date to clean your breath while you clean your teeth. Well, last Saturday night, when a traveling vaudeville show opened at the Bijou Theater, circumstances prevented our young hero, Dennis Day, from taking his girlfriend, Mildred. Nor could he make it Sunday nor Monday. But last night, the opportunity for which he'd been waiting finally presented itself. Mildred received her allowance, and off they went. To say he enjoyed the show is putting it mildly, but he seems to have been impressed most with the great Gambini, mind reader and mystic. He's talked about nothing else all morning.
I tell you, Mildred, I never saw anything like him in my life. The man was amazing.
Oh, Dennis, surely you don't believe in that stuff.
Well, wasn't everything he said true? Why, when he told Ed Rose about the patter of little feet around his house, I thought Ed's wife would faint. She hadn't told a soul about sending for the exterminator.
He was just lucky, that's all. You know fortune-telling's all bunk.
Bunk? Why, a month before my mother met my father, a fortune-teller told her a bald-headed man was coming into her life.
And your father was bald?
No, but 2 years afterwards, I came along and I didn't have a hair on my head.
Well, I certainly can't believe this great Gambini has any supernatural powers.
No? Well, then how could he tell me I served on a destroyer during the war and that my captain's name was Roy E. Crowder? How did he know that?
Yeah, that was peculiar. Are you sure that was actually the name of your captain?
Mildred, would I be likely to forget the name of the man who decorated me with one of the highest honors the Navy can bestow? The man who pinned on my good conduct medal himself?
Well, no.
Believe me, Mildred, that Gambini is uncanny. He's the most... Oh, good morning, Mr. Anderson.
Good morning, children.
Why, Daddy, is anything wrong?
Oh, your mother and I just had a few words, Mildred. Some of mine were dillies, too. Too bad I never got the chance to say them.
What was it all about, Mr. Anderson?
Well, we have about $5,000 saved up in government bonds, and Poopsie wants to take it all and speculate in the stock market with it. She says now's the time to make a big killing.
Oh, my gosh, you mean she...
Some broker started her on it and gave her this list of securities. Let's see. Do you know anything about the Diamond Match Company?
No, but it doesn't sound like a good investment to me. How many people can afford those kind of matches?
That's true, yeah. I
can see I came to the right man for financial advice, all right.
Oh, I just used my head, that's all. What else has the broker got on that list?
Well, general foods.
That's ridiculous. If another war came, he'd be the first to go. Take the advice of one who knows. Take the advice of one who knows, Mr. Anderson. Stay out of the market.
Now, wait a minute. This broker may be perfectly right, Daddy. Maybe the stock market is going way up.
Well, that's what Pupsy says, but how's a man to know? Oh, if there was only some way to predict the future.
Yeah, Hey, wait a minute. Is that all you need to have the future predicted? Why, it's a cinch.
What?
Oh, no, Dennis. Don't tell me you're going to...
That's just where I'm going. The great Gambini knows all, sees all. Are we going to be rich? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Come in.
Pardon me, is the great Gambini... Why, Bill Calhoun, my old Navy shipmate.
Hiya, Dennis. Yeah, it's me. Didn't recognize me on the stage last night with my Gambini makeup on, huh? When I told you your captain's name was Crowder, I thought your eyes would pop.
So that's how you knew. I should have known you couldn't look into my head and see anything.
Still the same old Dennis, huh?
Oh, I guess so. But you sure come a long way since the Navy, Bill. Gosh, a vaudeville actor.
Yeah, but I haven't let success go to my head, Dennis. I never forget my Navy days when I was eating regular.
Me either.
Yeah. Hey, remember the day we sighted an enemy sub?
I'll say. Boy, did I reach for my life belt.
Yeah, we all did before you finally took yours off.
Well, there was no telling when that submarine would strike again.
Even when you were on shore leave?
Let's talk about something else.
All right. Hey, how about those poker games we used to have every payday? I taught you how to play, remember? Ever play now?
No, but I found out civilian poker is a little different from the game you taught me. Here, 5 cards of a suit makes a flush and it beats a pair.
Ah, those civilians. Hey, what are you doing with yourself these days, Dennis, huh?
Well, right now I'm kind of waiting for the right salary offer to come along.
The right salary offer?
Yeah, where a fella says there is one.
Say, how would you like to come in with me, pal? I'm going to open up right here in town, and I can use an assistant.
You're going to be a fortune teller here in Weaverville?
Well, sure, this town ought to be a gold mine. I had an ad in the paper this morning offering free readings so I could get started. But, Miss Baker.
Oh, yeah, from us. She's kind of got a crush on me.
You? She said it was a dark, vital, dashingly handsome man with a physique that left her breathless.
Well?
That's you, huh?
Sure. Miss Baker likes to exaggerate a little. Everybody doesn't think I look like that. Just women.
Oh. Well, anyway, I told her the man of her dreams was... Brother, have I got an idea?
Huh?
Look, how does a fortune teller get into the big dough? If his predictions come true. Don't you see, all you got to do is make love to this Miss Baker.
Oh, Bill, we've been through a war together. Let's at least enjoy the peace.
Now, look, you want to make a lot of dough, don't you?
Well, sure, but...
Then work with me. She'll talk about it all over town if her prediction comes true.
But, Bill...
Dennis, we're shipmates, pals, buddies. Side by side, we fought the enemy for 4 long years. Side by side, we were decorated with a good conduct medal.
Well, okay. But after all these years, it's a heck of a way to lose mine.
Yes? Why, Dennis Day.
Hi, Miss Baker.
Hello, Dennis.
Well, that's enough talk. Let's neck.
What?
Miss Baker, you're beautiful. You're ravishing. I've never seen anyone so gorgeous.
Good heavens, how did you get this plastered so early?
I'm not plastered, Miss Baker, and I mean everything I say. You're the most heavenly creature I've ever set eyes on.
My gracious, what's gotten into you? And how can we keep it there?
Come on, babe. How's about you and me driving up to the top of Morgan's Bluff and calling it?
Why, you whistled at me.
Well, how could any man help whistling at anyone?
You really think I'm beautiful? break every mirror in this house.
That's the way to talk. Come here, babe. Park it next to me.
Dennis, you really think I should?
Well, why not? You know what the 14-day Palmolive plan does for a woman, don't you?
Yes?
Well, I can do it in 10.
This is also... I mean, it just... What is it you see in me all of a sudden? I'd like to know in case I have to argue with anybody in the future.
Oh, it's everything about you, babe.
So what about your fiancée, Mildred Anderson?
Mildred Anderson? Fair. Just a woman with a face and a figure like every other woman. But you, everything about you's so novel.
Oh, you dream boy. And that wonderful divine fortune teller. Oh, to think I didn't believe him.
Fortune teller?
Yes, he said you'd do this and it all came true. Oh, I'm going to tell everyone in town about this.
Had a girl.
Why, just think. There may be any number of other women here with men just about to fall for them.
Sure, and he'll have... Oh, my gosh, am I going to demand time and a half?
We'll be back in a moment to continue this day in the life of Dennis Day. Meanwhile, here's Dennis, aided and abetted by our own Herbert Anderson, to sing Tooly Ooly.
When a Swiss boy goes calling on a Swiss miss in June, Tooly-ooly-ooly-doo, he sings a pretty tune, and he charms her like magic when he yodels this tune. Tooly-ooly-ooly-doo, beneath the alpine moon, the echo goes higher and higher, and soon their hearts are both on fire. So when you get lonely, now you know what to do. Tooly-ooly-ooly-doo, and make your dreams come true. The echo goes higher. Their hearts are both on fire. So when you get lonely, now you know what to do. Tooly-ooly-ooly-doo, and make your dreams come true. Just tooly-ooly.
Well, imagine our young hero's surprise when a vaudeville fortune teller named the Great Gambini turned out to be one Bill Calhoun, an old shipmate of his in the Navy. Bill is set up in business in Weaverville now with a new angle. Makes them come true. So far, it seems to be working like a charm.
Boy, that Miss Baker sure spread it around about me, Dennis. There's been a line out front all morning.
Gee, that's swell.
Yeah, I got a list here of what I said was going to happen. Now, you're going to handle it with these men and women just like you did with Miss Baker.
Men, too? I don't think they'll appreciate that approach at all.
No. Look, they're all different types of predictions.
Oh.
Now, take the list and get busy. Just make these predictions come true, and then I got an idea that'll put us in the big dough.
Okay, let's have the list. Let's see now. Mrs. Phillips, 127 Elm. Told her she will be named best-dressed woman in the world. Mrs. Courtney, Bankersworth, 238 Maple. Told her the Chinese laundryman would beg her for a kiss. Oh, Bill, I can't do these things. They're nice people.
Dennis, boy, you're not going back on your old pal now, are you? We were shipmates, boy. Comrades, bunkies.
Well, okay. Funny thing, though, seems to me when we were on board ship together, I used to hate you.
Yes?
Bon appetit, mon patout.
Bon appetit?
My name is Ouvre la Fenêtre. I have come all the way from Paris, which is in France, to see Mrs. Phillips.
Well, I am she.
Good. Here is me.
My goodness.
You must want to see me about something awfully important.
But jawohl, ma chérie. I have come to tell you that you have been chosen by the Paris Society of Dressmakers as the best-dressed woman in the whole world.
What? Why, a fortune teller told me that this afternoon, and I said he was crazy. And now 2 hours later, it's come true.
It would have been even sooner if it hadn't taken the wrong transfer.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I leave you with this glorious news, monsieur. Arrivederci till we meet again.
Oh, please, don't leave yet. Why, you've just come from Paris. You must have all the fashion news.
Oh, monsieur.
Please, tell me. The bustle, is it really back?
Oh, oui, same old place. But really, I must...
And the new neckline, how low is it to be?
18 inches.
18 inches? Why, that's the skirt length.
Well, that is where the new neckline will be. The skirt will be worn above it. Well, hasta la vista.
Yes?
Hallo, me all the same hippies laundry down street. Me all the same too. Oh, no, you do.
Could you repeat that?
Oh, no, me shot whole works.
Well, what is it you want?
Me come over all the same love noses with you.
Love noses with you?
Sure, Chinese way to kiss you better. Oh, big fun. Wanna make
Good heavens. That fortune teller was right. But who'd ever dream that a Chinese laundryman would actually ask me for a kiss?
Oh, not so strange. You pretty nice looking coolie. Wanna make?
Get out of here.
Now, let's see. Mrs. Gregory, 819 Oak. Told her a dog would bite her in the ankle. Well, I took care of that one. She couldn't see me. And what's next? Mr. John Winters. Told him he would receive a phone call from his older brother, whom he hasn't seen for years. An easy one at last.
Hello?
Hello, long distance calling. Here's your party.
Hello? Hello?
Howdy, boy. This is your brother Henry.
Henry?
Yep.
But you passed away last night. How could you be calling?
This phone call came to you by transcription. Goodbye.
Herbert, is that you?
No, it's me, Mrs. Anderson. Gosh, what's the matter? You seem all excited.
Oh, I am, Dennis. Have you heard about the new fortune teller in town? It's just a miracle. Everything he says comes true.
Yeah,
He told Mrs. Gregory she'd be bitten by a dog, and sure enough, she was. And it must have been a very unusual dog, too, in Mrs. Gregory's ankle.
Yeah, I know.
The man's uncanny. Well, I know now that I did the right thing.
Huh? Well, what do you mean?
Well, I kept $5,000 to invest for me. Isn't it wonderful?
Mrs. Anderson,
Why, Dennis, what is it? You're turning green.
I know. When they bury me, I might as well blend with the landscape.
You mean it was you who made all those predictions come true?
Sure, Gambini's just a fake, and now he's talked your mother into turning all her money over to him.
Oh, good golly, he's not only a fake, he's a crook.
I know. I'm getting more and more amazed at the type of men they passed out good conduct medals to. Gosh, what do we do, Mildred?
Oh, if we could only discredit Gambini in some way so Mother'd demand her money back. Say, how about Daddy's home recording machine?
Huh?
Suppose you asked him if he was a crook and he admitted it. We could record it and play it for Mother.
Mildred, you're crazy. He'd never admit anything like that.
He doesn't have to. All you have to do is get him to say yes and no, and we'll dub in the questions later.
Dub in the questions?
Sure. First, we'll make a record of you saying, Gambini, do you admit you're a dirty crook? Then we'll put in his yes. Then you'll ask him if he intended to return Mother's money, and we'll add his voice saying no. You see?
But, Mildred, you...
Dennis, I tell you, it's foolproof.
Well, in that case, I guess I can handle it. Well, Mildred, here he comes up the walk.
All right, now don't get nervous. First, you ask him a question he has to say yes to, and then you ask him a question he has to say no to.
Have you got it?
Yeah. First I make him say yes.
Right. Or sure, anything like that. And...
Oh, don't worry. I know what to do. Get out of sight quick.
Hi, Dennis.
Well, I just wanted to talk to you, Bill. Is everything going all right?
Not bad.
Then, you'd say things have been going pretty well so far, huh?
That's what I'd say.
Yeah. I guess we got quite a future together, huh?
In a word, my boy, great.
That's not the word, believe me.
Huh?
Say, did I tell you I had a little trouble when I was doing that Frenchman for Mrs. Phillips? She didn't know what the word we meant. You know what it means, don't you, Bill?
Who doesn't?
Can you tell me what it means, Bill?
Who couldn't?
I must be doing this wrong.
Oh, no, you're doing a fine job, Dennis. Why, if things keep up like this, I'll soon be sending for the wife and our little one.
Gosh, I didn't know you had a little one. Tell me, is it a boy?
I wouldn't say so.
That must be a girl, huh?
A matter of fact, we don't know what it is. It's a canary.
Oh, this is murder.
Well, I'll see you around, Dennis. I better be getting along.
Yeah, I guess you might just as well. I give up. Did you have a hat with you?
Yes.
Wow, I finally hit pay dirt. Come on back and sit down.
I thought our conversation was all over.
Oh, half of it is. Now let's clean up the rest of it. This should be a cinch. One question.
What are you talking about?
Bill, tell me something. Is it true that your wife's maiden name was Honeysuckle Goldfarb?
Well, by golly, how did you know that?
You mean it was?
Well, sure, but I've never told a soul outside of my folks.
Only to me could this happen.
You must have heard it from my mother because my father isn't living.
Your mother shot and killed him, huh?
Yeah, it was in all the papers.
I surrender.
Well, I really have to be running along, Dennis.
Yeah, okay. This your hat?
No.
Wow, I did it again!
Huh?
Thank you, Bill. After all these years, I finally found out what the hat trick is.
A thief? The great Gambini?
Yes, Mother. That's why I returned your money and left town when he heard we had this phonograph record.
Sure, all you got to do is listen to the record, Mrs. Anderson. It's all the proof you could ever want.
Why, it doesn't seem possible. Put it on.
Okay, listen. Gambini, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. First, do you admit you're a dirty crook?
No.
Oh, my gosh. Second, did you have any intention of returning Mrs. Anderson's money?
Yes.
Holy smoke, I dubbed in the questions wrong.
Dennis Day will be back in just 1 minute to sing Mama Makushla. But first...
Dream girl, beautiful luster cream girl, hair that gleams and glistens from a luster cream shampoo.
Yes, for soft, glamorous dream girl hair, try Luster Cream Shampoo. Now in convenient tubes or jars, whichever you prefer. Luster Cream Shampoo leaves hair with a new 3-way loveliness. Fragrantly clean, glistening with sheen, soft, easy to manage. Not a soap, not a liquid, but an utterly new, rich lathering cream shampoo. A blend of secret ingredients plus lanolin. 4-ounce jar, $1. Smaller sizes, tubes or jars, 49 and 25 cents. Be a dream girl. A lovely luster cream girl.
Dream girl, beautiful luster cream girl, you owe your crowning glory to a luster cream shampoo.
Here now is Dennis with the music of Charles Dant and the orchestra singing his popular new RCA Victor recording, Mama Makushla.
You'll always be within this heart of mine, Mama Makushla. Mama Makushla, you'll always be there. You're more to me than all the stars that shine, Mama Makushla. You are the answer to my every prayer. one who'll always stand beside me all life through. And every day to me is Mother's Day. Mama Kushla, Mama Kushla, I'll always love you. And every day to me is Mother's Day. Mama Kushla, Mama Kushla, I'll always love you. Good night, everybody.
Next week, tune into another Dentist Day show brought to you by Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth, and Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous dream girl hair. And be sure to read the true love story of Dentist Day and see a full-life picture in the July issue of Radio Mirror, now on sale at your newsstand. Vern Smith speaking. Good night.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.